and the city's police officer coaches. We are charged.
What's up, YouTube? Giving y'all this rare appearance. Y'all know I do a live once every 3 years, but I don't know neither one of these fighters that are fighting today. But you know, boxing is boxing, man. I do a lot of studying from the old school, so I don't know a lot of these new guys. Sometimes they'll even make my radar. A lot of times, people like younger people like X or my boy Bo will send me a clip of them, and then I'll check them out and see what they got and see if I recognize something familiar from the past. But other than that, man, I don't know a lot of these new guys. The sport is too big. I pay attention to the old school. That's why I got scholar in my name. I study a lot of the old school because nothing new happens under the sun. But you'll see a big difference in the way I break down this fight compared to other analysts on YouTube, or because I know boxing, and boxing is boxing, and shit. I know how to break down a fight. I break it down very uniquely, as you can see if you're a member of my a subscriber of my channel. But yeah, I just wanted to go live for the main event. Everybody's already tuned into that main channel, but when y'all hit that playback button, you're gonna see ain't no comparison, bro. I'm in a league of my own. I'm a whole different caliber. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know anything about either one of the fighters, which will play in my behalf because um, I won't be biased. I won't think anything. I'll just call it exactly how I see it. When people throw certain punches, I'll just call out those punches. I don't know if you guys are watching the fight. You want to tune in and do the radio broadcast with me, or if you're watching it live, whatever. You just want to. I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you want to pop up and join me. I'm about to drop it right now. Hold on. All right, the link is in there if you want to join me. If not, just sit by you. Like I said, I'm in a league of my own, man. You'll see the difference between me and other YouTubers because I know the sport of boxing, man. I got this shit. I noticed that a lot of these events, man, they do the filler shit. I hate the filler shit. Filler shit is just where they try to get you pumped up for the main event. All the meanwhile, uh, just randomly talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with the sport. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's up. It's up. Let's go. I'm excited about being back on the live, man. I ain't did a live in a long ass time. But I got some videos, man. I got some shit for y'all. When I put that surgical shit next to my videos, man, I mean that shit, man. I got some shit for y'all to drop. Shit y'all might not even notice, when you were watching the fighters of the past or fights of the past. The next one I'm gonna drop is Julian Jackson versus McCullum. It's a lot of stuff that moving parts in that fight that you might have missed. You know what I mean? But like your boy got trained eyes in the sport of boxing. I know the sport, so I can't wait to drop that video. But yeah, I dropped it. If you missed the video today, make sure you go back and watch that one. That one was surgical. Like I said, man, I'm gonna start dropping more videos and I'm gonna get more active on my lives too. But yeah, man, I hate this filler shit. The filler shit, is, like I said, is just where they talk about shit ain't got nothing to do with the sport. I don't know who this guy is. I might have should have. Nah, I did it right. I was gonna say I might have should have waited till the main event started, but no, I did it right. Catch up with some of my subs who's been requesting me to do more lives. You know what I mean? Chat with y'all for a little bit. But yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know who the guy is fighting tonight, but like I said, you tune in with the best. I'm gonna give you the best analysis of what's going on tonight. See, right now they talk about boys in blue. I don't know what that has to do with boxing, but it's filler shit and it's promotion. I didn't even know about this. I didn't even know this fight was coming on today, to be honest with you. Because YouTubers only talk about the same shit. Bud Crawford. There's only a handful of fighters they talk about because it helps them out with their algorithm. And outside of the Tanks, the Crawfords, and all those guys, they don't talk about anybody else. Shit, I didn't know Masayo. That's another guy I had to learn the Splendor version of Manny Pacquiao. I learned about him through my boy Bo. Had put me on to him. Tim Zoo versus Tony Harrison. I don't. I was thinking about doing a breakdown and show you guys for that fight, but do y'all guys really need a breakdown for that fight? Do you really? I mean, nobody gave Tim Zoo a chance against Charlo. I mean, arguably, Harrison is a better boxer than Charlo. Charlo just happened to knock him out. But as far as points and building up points and all that stuff, he was beating Charlo. So what do you think is going to happen when he fights Tim Zoo? Tim Zoo's best chance of this, and it's a very slim chance, is that Harrison's mind is not in the game of boxing and is not on the sport, and that he could take advantage of that because I know he's training Bumgarner. I know he got 1 foot in boxing, 1 foot out. So that's his only avenue. Nothing physical that he can do in the ring. It all has to be mental for him to win. As far as Caleb Plant Benavidez, I'm going to do a breakdown on that because, like I said, Caleb Plant is one of the guys that you can't help but to like. You know, I don't even watch the pre-fight stuff, but I just happened to watch it one day and I seen Caleb playing his daughter, and he won me over with that shit. I can't even lie, man. I was a Caleb Plant fan after hearing that, you know what I mean? But as far as what I actually see, that has nothing to do with what I actually see in the ring. And what I see in the ring is people are giving Caleb Plant a chance based off a guy who was knocked out by Benavidez years ago. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like that has me really scratching my head that they're really giving this guy a chance based off a guy who was well over the hill and well past his prime, and was closer to his prime was knocked out by the guy who they're giving him a chance against. I mean, I don't know. I mean, boxing is weird like that, but that's, I mean, that's the way it goes, man. People get sold and bought up in the hype. I remember at a time when I was a huge Roy Jones fan, the same thing happened to me, man. But I got older and I realized how promotion works, and shit, that shit is, I learned my lesson. I remember when Joe Smith was fighting Better Be, how they were saying Joe Smith is every man. He's a working man. He's this and he's that. Nothing that had anything to do with boxing. And Joe Smith was out of there in the early rounds. So, like I said, your video comparison, Joe Frazier and Mike Tyson is one of my favorites. I learned so much. Do you plan on re-uploading it? Yes, I'm gonna redo it. There's Surrealist, Idealist. There's a lot of videos I did, man, when I first started, and the quality wasn't good, but the knowledge was there. And I'm just really vamping them because I know more about the side. Man, when I first started, bro, I was recording from my phone because I didn't want to get flagged. I knew they couldn't flag it if I recorded from my phone. And the phone I had wasn't the greatest phone in the world. Like, bro, I just started from wherever I started from, bro. And I said, just start and you'll get to where you're trying to go and shit. Now where I'm trying to go. So yes, I'm gonna redo that video, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna redo that video. I actually had a part 2 that I never dropped in my old phone. I'm gonna go look for that and see if I can redo that too. Because part 2 was even better than the first one. Part 2 was Young Foreman versus Mike Tyson. That one was even better in my opinion. Like as far as the knowledge goes, not the quality. But yeah, bro, I used to always get comments from people when I on my early videos about the quality of it. They would be like, bro, your knowledge is second to none, but your quality sucks. All I can do is laugh, bro. Like, bro, I'll get better. I mean, everybody has a starting point. Jordan didn't start off ducking, bro. Like he had to build up to that point. And that's where I'm at. Hold on. All right, here we go. Yeah, well, hey, Surrealist, Idealist, what part are you on, man? I feel like I'm behind. They're doing the rewalks right now? This guy got 76-inch reach, 34 years of age. So the age is around the same. Um, Thank you. So many people think Joe Frazier just struggled against Foreman just because of the size difference. But yes, there was a lot more tactical parts that people missed. But I mean, people don't. I mean, I don't expect. I don't expect a vegan to be an expert at beef or chicken. So I look at it in those terms. Like they just see the results and they go with the results, but there's a lot of moving parts that they might miss if they're not trained at watching the sport of boxing. This guy, this guy that's fighting, not the guy with the reach, the white guy, that little hairdo that he has, the little side, the swipe or whatever he has. They tell you in boxing not to do stuff like that because it makes the punches look harder than what they actually are. That's why they call it the sweet science. They tell you when you got hair like that, it's a no-no because number one, it's gonna portray to the judges that you're actually getting hit harder than what you are. Watch every time he gets hit with a jab, watch that little hair just fly up. But that's why it's called a sweet science. A lot of people don't know. Like I said, it's a lot of moving parts. Alberto, he's not white. I thought he was white. Alberto look like a soccer player. He's southpaw. Okay, this will be interesting. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, he's wearing a soccer shirt. He looks like a soccer player, like a crossover player. The guy wearing respect on his shirt. He's from Minnesota. All right. All right, we're gonna see what you got, bro. I can already tell by his record he ain't got a lot of power. A person should at least have a 60% KO record because the first 10 to 12 fights they're gonna feed you bombs. That's supposed to get knocked out. People that have more losses than wins. So when you got 27 fights, 2 losses and 12 knockouts, I can already tell right now before even seeing him throw one punch, he ain't got a ton of power. First thing that jumped off besides the hair. Like I said, it's a sweet science, man. You got it. If you know, you know. A lot of people don't know. Uncle Roger used to tell us all the time. They're both nervous as shit. The other guy has more nervous energy, the black guy, because he's moving back and forth. He can't stay still. His energy is got him swaying back and forth. All right, let's go. Here we go. James versus Palmetta. I think I've seen them fight before on ESPN, if I'm not mistaken. All right, round one. There they go. First thing I noticed is James jabbing and leaving an opening for the right hand because his reach is so long. His reach is so long, and he drops his jab and brings it back. That's the first thing I noticed. All Palmetta has to do is step forward and throw a right hook over the top of that jab. Throw a right hook and catch him. He's right there for it. It's like, I don't know how he don't see it inside the ring. Is it definitely an opening there? Yeah, that guy doesn't know how to use his reach and maintain distance. I bet you, I don't know how he got those 2 knockouts. I don't know those 2 losses, but I bet you one of them was probably by knockout at least, because he's fighting in the inside with those long arms. He's giving himself he's at a disadvantage. Right now, look, he just went to that guy's body and got clipped with a right hook on the way out. And the reason he got clipped is because he shouldn't be in the first place. Should be controlling range. He has horrible footwork. Yeah, this guy's he's not good. He's slow. He just try to catch him with a counter left hook off the ropes. And the other guy ended up punching in between. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how if he gets stopped, and that's how he gets stopped. Throwing a shot, and the other guy just lands a shot in between his shot. Salute the boxer scholar with the BS. What's up, dudes? What's up, dudes? Dudes, you watching the fight, bro? Yeah, this guy, he ain't got no, look. I tell you, he had no power from the beginning. Before I ever seen him fight, don't even know who this guy is. I tell you, he ain't no power. And the reason I know he ain't no power because his KO percentage. Their first 10 fights gonna be bums with more losses than wins. You should at least have a 60% KO record. I've never seen this guy fight, and I knew that. Then he fighting on the inside with those long arms, but the other guy has the advantage. All he has to do is throw while he's in the inside. He'll catch him. He'll catch him pulling out. And that's what he does. He pulls out with his guard low also. This guy, I think he's going to lose the fight. I think James is going to lose. Right there, he just threw a good right hand. That's his best punch, his best shot to win. What channel is it on? It's on Showtime. It's on Showbox, Deuce. He don't even know how to control range. He's letting a smaller guy out jab him. His best shot is to land that right hand. That right hand that he just hit Palmetto with, that hurt him. He done hit him with 2 straight right hands. That's his best bet. Is to sit back there and snipe him with the right hand. No other punch. He should throw everything into the right hand, like Deontay Wilder. Because all the other punches just leave him vulnerable for other punches. The wide hooks he throw, all the shorter dude has to do is punch in between them and he'll catch him. Or punch him on the way out and he'll clip him. That was actually a pretty good round for the nerves. You know, most fighters when they come in, they're nervous as shit. So you'll see a lot of stiff movement, a lot of clenching, trying to get in the rhythm. I wonder what his corner is telling him. His corner should be telling him just throw the right hand. Don't move. Just set your feet. Wait for him to come in and throw the right hand. He gonna lay right in front of you. He don't know how to get away from your right hand. Just throw the right hand right down the center. Keys to victory. Stay off the ropes and throw the right hand. At least they got the right hand part right. What they got keys for victory for Palmetto. Establish the jab, punching combinations, more head movement. Who the fuck be coming up with these keys to victory? It'd be basic shit like keys to victory. Don't get punched. No shit. Dumb motherfucker. The motherfuckers at Showtime don't know shit about boxing. It went downhill when they fired Paulie Malignaggi. All right, here we go. Round 2. Let's go. He came out, immediately established the center of the ring, pushing his jab instead of snapping it because he's fighting the southpaw. His right hand is good, though. His right hand is short, and he don't telegraph it or nothing when he throws it to the head. Now, when he throws it to the body, he reaches and extends. He shouldn't do that. But if he keeps that right hand right in front of his face and plants his feet and catch the guy on the way in, he can get him out of there, even though he don't have a ton of power. The combinations and all these arm punches, that's not going to get him out of there, though. See him smothering his punches? He don't understand range. That's his biggest flaw. He don't understand range. When you're a guy that big, and that much reach, there's no reason that you should be fighting in the inside whatsoever, unless you choose to. Especially with a guy who's not as skilled. It'd be different if this guy was like Lomachenko or somebody, a guy that knows how to make you give up your height. But this guy, I mean, there's no reason he should be in the inside. He allows him in the inside. He allows him to get close to him in range. And then he'll smother his own punches. He don't understand range. And that comes from good coaches, good teachers. See right there how he jumped in with the right hand? Throw the right hand from where you are. Let him walk into it. It adds to the force of it. When somebody walking into the right hand. Remember Manny Pacquiao got caught by Marquez jumping into that shot? Let him come to you. Stop trying to reach him. You got to reach him. You got the reach advantage. Why you so desperate to try to reach him with your punches? I understand a small guy doing that. I don't understand a big guy doing that. Scared about not reaching your opponent. Your arms are so long, you just throw it from where you are. The only way he can get away from it is backing up. He's gonna run right into it. Right there, he should throw a right hand. Right there, he should throw a right hand. And here's a kicker about it. A lot of people talk about outside foot dominance that you need to maintain. This guy has such a huge reach advantage. He doesn't even have to worry about the feet. There he goes, get clipped, but he got clipped right there by the left hand, left hook, and he got clipped pulling out, just like I told you. I think James might get rocked, knocked down, or stopped because he leaves too much holes in his defense. The other guy is not he's not no Mike Tyson either when it comes to head movement, but he's a whole lot better than James is. James leaves a lot of holes for you to just just throw rocks through, throw bombs through, and then he's getting tired. He's getting fatigued. See that mouth open? You see his body language, how he's posturing side to side. He's fatigued already, and it's only the second round. He better have a second wind in him with them little bitty ass legs. Normally big, taller guys don't be having good second wins. I think it's because their body. I think it's because the body shots, they don't recover from as good as somebody with a solid body, big waistline. But that's what Palmetto needs to do right now. He needs to do conserved body attack. That's the key to victory for him. He has to start working the body, and then the head's gonna be there. The head's already there. He already has a lot of holes, but bring his defense down just a little bit more so it'll make the shot that much more devastating. They go talking about Caleb versus Plant versus Benavidez, which I don't even understand. I feel like the promotion for this fight is going to be better than the actual fight. I don't think the fight's going to do as good as everybody think. I think it's going to be. It might be a decision. I think it's going to be a decision, and it's going to go against Caleb Plant. It's going to be a decision or a stoppage for Benavidez. Even if Caleb Plant has his moments, I think he fatigues too much. Even before his loss, he gets tired really fast. He fights too much. He don't know when to fight, when not to fight. But like I said, that's another story for the breakdown I'm gonna give you guys. But yeah, man, there you go. He's stabbing him to the body. Palmetta is stabbing him to the body. He just has to continue to do that. He needs to bring those. His guard is already low. Bring it lower. Bring it lower so when you land that punch, it's that much more devastating. You done took a little bit more wind out of the sails with the body work. He just has to go to the body and he'll get a knockout. He'll get the knockout because James is already tired. Look, you see how easy he's touching him to the head with jabs and hooks. Yeah, man. All he has to do is body. Just this whole round, I would just go straight to the body. I would just do the body, nothing but body work. Get his eyes focused low, and then look low and come over the top, and it'll be all she wrote. I don't know who the favorite is, but if James is the favorite, it'll be an upset. They seem pretty equally yoked, in my opinion. I think Palmetta's a little bit better than James because James doesn't fight to the best strength of his attributes that God gave him. Stab to the body, stab upstairs, go right back to the body. What's up, man? What's up, homie? You watching the fight, bro? There's another thing that the announcers ain't even mentioned is that the constant pressure is fatiguing James. James doesn't have enough power to keep Palmetta off of him. So Palmetta's just slowly walking him down, blocking his shots and just slowly breaking him down. He can't do anything to keep him off. Like he just got that space right back at him, stabbing him to the body with the right jab. Right back at a distance that's giving him anxiety. That's enough to break a fighter down. He's not gonna make it no 10 rounds. He's gonna have to make a stand. He's gonna have to hurt Palmetta. If you don't hurt Palmetta, like I said, he's either gonna get knocked down or stop, or both. Look how close he is. Pressure. See right there. The right hook is there. If he would throw a combination and end with a right hook, he'd hurt him there. But like I said, it's the little things in boxing. All he has to do is go straight to the body. He got all that body. He got you in reach, but he won't even use it. He'll allow you in a distance that's not advantageous for him. There you go, straight to left to the body. He got to do more of that. He do more of that, he's gonna knock him out. Look, you see right there the right hook? I told you the right hook because he leaves too much holes in his offense. Too much holes in his offense with those long arms, and he don't get his hands back to his face. See, right, the right hook is like right there. He even leaves the hole whenever he's in his base defense. He's not aware of it. He's not aware of his flaw. And you know what happens when you're not aware of your flaws. And the other opponent is. It ends your demise. This is a good fight, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Ain't the greatest fight I've ever seen, but it's a pretty good fight. I've seen worse. I feel like the fighters are just equal. I like when the fighters are. I'm like the blowout ass fights. See, look, right there. That's the importance of hand placement right there. Right there, he didn't even see the straight right hand, but because he had his hand in front of his face, he was able to block the shot. Showtime need to hire me and get rid of these. See that hand placement. He blocked the straight right to his face because his hand was in front of his face. He didn't even see that right hand, but because of hand placement, he was able to block that shot. And look, he goes to his body, counters with the right hook. See, if he did body work up until that point, he would have frozen a little bit longer for him to land that right hook. It's like I said, it's always the little things in boxing that people miss, or they're not aware of themselves. That's why you need teachers in boxing. Showtime need to give me a call and fire these fucking announcers they garbage. But yeah, man, there he goes right there. I tell you, he was gonna have to make a stand, right? He finna open up this round. He finna open up this round to try to get a longer break because he can't keep that guy off of him. He has to get the respect to keep him off of him. So that's why he's pumping his jab more than he did. He didn't even pump his jab this much in the first round. Yeah, you finna see what him open up. He finna unleash his arsenal right now because he has to back Palmetto up. He don't like that. He don't like the pace that he's being pushed, and I wouldn't like it either. It's a pace that's not going to be good for him in the end. He's not going to survive 10 rounds at that pace. And it's smart that he recognized that. James did. See, but he's still on the ropes. It wasn't enough. It was in my mind the last hurrah. It was him realizing what he needed to do, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't know that Palmetto has the aggression or the power to get him out of there, but the table's set. All he has to do is go eat. All he has to do is go eat. Guy doesn't have enough power. Look how easy it is for him to get in range, punching range. He can just walk in there. See, he can just walk in there, get low, walk in there behind a jab, and the guy won't make him pay for it because he don't know how to make him pay for it. See, he jumps in with his right hand, smothers his punches. He don't understand range. That's his major flaw, and it's a big flaw because he's so tall. It takes his arm so long to get back that he leaves too many holes. Look, he done spent the whole fight on the ropes, and you don't understand why. It's because he doesn't know how to control range. Guys, right back on him. Mental pressure. I don't even know if he has to have the power to knock him out. I think the mental pressure and the fatigue alone will be enough to wear him out. I think I'd be surprised if he don't get stopped in the 6th or the 7th. You see right there, he ducked up under his right hand and caught him with a right hook. It's beautiful. Announcers didn't know this shit. That's what he did. He ducked up under his right hand and caught him with a right hook. That's a beautiful move because you use the person's momentum against them. They're coming forward. They don't see the shot. Like I said, it was a beautiful move. He just didn't catch him solid because he won't do the body work that he needs to do. He should just throw straight lefts to the body. Since he don't seem to like to want to work both hands to the body, just throw straight left to the body. Steal air from him then. So cipher air from him since you won't do a real good body attack. Straight left to the body is there though. It's been there all night. You see his hair fly? You remember I told you before the fight even started, I said this is why it's called a sweet science. When you got hair like how Palmetto has hair in boxing, they always tell you don't do hair like that because it looks to the judges that you get punched harder than you actually get punched. Sweet science of boxing, man. David Lemieux used to have that same hairstyle. And I remember every time he got hit with a jab, it would look like he got hit by 20 right hands. They tell you stuff like this in the sport of boxing, but I mean, you get told that normally from a teacher, and we all know ain't a lot of teachers in boxing. Yeah, she cut that little piece of hair. He got hit with shots that was just grazing in that last round, and it looked like the shots was more than what it was. Something I noticed right away. I tell you, man, you watch my channel, you're gonna notice a big difference between me and other channels. Man. I know the sport of boxing, but I don't know. I mean, shit. HBO, those people should give me a call, man. I don't know no analyst better. They're on YouTube. See, like right here, comes in, hits him. You see the hair fly? You see the hair fly? That shot was partially blocked, and the hair still flew. It's the sweet science of boxing. The judges saw that shot as a huge shot rather than just a regular punch. That stayed in their head. That's why I said it's the sweet science of boxing. All right. Had to plug my charger in, my bad. Back to the action. There he goes again. Right there, he actually ended a good right hand. If he would have stood his ground instead of smothering he kept his back foot anchored, not smothered that right hand and just threw it straight, he could knock that guy out. It wouldn't even be so much about the power as it would the technique. The technique, because the guy he's not that elusive with his head. You know what I mean? Like right there, he caught him with a little check left hook. He has to shorten up his shots. He hasn't had a real good trainer to teach him how to throw short shots for a big man, and that's his problem. And he doesn't understand range. But if he understood those two things, man, he would actually be a pretty decent fighter. Like look, when he throws those body shots, he's throwing punches from way down, leaving big gaps in his offense. But the right hand has been there for him the entire fight. But because he jumps in and smothers it, he's there for the counter. He's gonna always get the worst of the blunt of the exchange because those long arms, and he's not that. I mean, he's not that athletic. He doesn't have really good coordination. You've seen him falling over, throwing hooks. He's. I mean, I'm not that impressed with this guy, but the right hand is there. Like I said, from the opening round, that should be his main punch. He shouldn't throw no other punches. He should focus on his defense and not getting hit, and just line him up for the right hand. Plant your back foot, pivot off of it, let the guy come into it like Manny Pacquiao did against Marquez. Let him come into it and just sneak it in there with his momentum coming forward, because you've been letting him walk through the door all night. He wouldn't even see it coming. He would think he was going to walk in the distance like he normally do and then catch him with a right hand. He's not going to do it, though. Like I said, out of the two, I think Palmetta is better than James because he fights at his more at his strengths. He gives himself a better chance than James does. James smothers his punches. He doesn't throw punches correctly. He doesn't get his hands back. Look where his hands is. Way down there. The right hook is there. If this guy was good, all he had to do is step in with a right hook over the jab. Right when he throw the jab, step in with a right hook, and it's there. You see right there, he just tried to do it. He just tried to do it, but he didn't have a whole lot of power on it. But that's all he had to do. Look, he's falling down, and he's ain't even throwing punches to hit him with. That's why I talk about that mental pressure. Mental pressure will break you faster than physical contact. Everything is mental in life. Shit. Remember what I told you in the 6th or 7th round, I think I could see him at least get knocked down, if not knocked out, or both. Here you go. Now you got to go to the corner and sit and think about it. Look, he ran to the corner, sit down on that stool. He's fatigued. That's what pressure will do to you. He don't have the power to keep the guy off, to keep him honest, and then he don't have the defense to defend the counter shots. Those two things is a recipe for disaster. I don't think James is going to make it. I'd be surprised if he make it through the fight without at least getting knocked down. He's at least going to get knocked down. The other guy is not even a powerful guy. That's why he hasn't been knocked down thus far. But he's at least going to get knocked down. He's at least going down once in this fight. He's not giving himself the best chance. And normally that comes from a teacher letting you fight your attributes. He might as well be doing a peekaboo style right now. Giving up his height, fighting the inside, smothering his punches, legs not planted, off the legs. You don't have enough power to try to fight like that. You can't even punch hard with your feet planted, but you're gonna lift them up, not keep them anchored. I don't know. Here we go. Round 6. That's why I said he would get knocked down. Let's see. Let's see if he get knocked down. Especially if James had been throwing body shots, it wouldn't even be a question. That's a pretty good eye, referee. He caught that shot to the back of the neck, that right hook that's been there for him the entire fight. Throw a left hook to the body, right hook to the head. The guy just lets you walk in there. Or you don't even have to throw a left hook. Throw it like a left hook / uppercut because it's right through the center. And then angle off and throw that right hook. That's all he got to do. So he can do a lot of different things. His opponent has so many defensive flaws, he gives them options. Right there, he just threw a pretty decent right hand and missed. It missed because he won't stay still when he throws it. He won't be anchored and try to be a marksman. He just tries to lunge in and smothers himself. He's just horrible technique. Horrible technique. Nobody has ever taught this guy how to fight big. But there he goes with the right hand. That's what he should put everything into. His best punch is the right hand. His best chance at winning is the right hand. Because he cannot keep this guy off of him. See? Right there, he threw fury, and then the guy is right back up on him. Stuff like that just breaks you down round after round. See? Right there, he's pivoting, and then he throws the right hand to try to make him back up, but he's not losing ground. He's not losing ground. James is losing ground. That's why he's falling over. That's what causes mental fatigue. Right there, he just bumped him with the shoulders to get him back and try to get some space, but I don't think it'll be enough, James. I think, look, James stumbling over his feet, trying to back up. I think the guy's just stalking him. He's just walking him down. As I said he could get knocked down in the 6th round. Let's see. 6 or 7 rounds is what I said. Let's see. Let's see if we knock him down this round. Let's see if we knock him down in the next. Like if I was a betting guy, I'd be making, look, look, you see that wobble? I've been trying to tell y'all, man. Showtime need to hire me, bro. This is why I'm the scholar of boxing. I know boxing, man. Look, you see that? That's what you call mental fatigue. I knew it was set in and around this round. Look. If Palmetto would just let his hands go, he'd knock him down. He ain't even got to catch him really. He's so tired and fatigued that all he had to do is catch him on the shoulders, knock him off balance. Him regaining his balance will be a drain on him. He's so fatigued. Look, just walking. His legs is heavy right now. Just doing little tasks like that is because of the mental pressure is too much for him. But Palmetto doesn't know it because he's not a smart fighter. He don't know how to recognize these things. That's the difference between a good fighter and a great fighter. A great fighter recognizes stuff like that. Mike Tyson would have been all over him. Shit. Deontay Wilder would have been windmilling on him. Shit. Deontay Wilder knows how to recognize it. He almost had him down in that round. He's definitely gonna knock him down the next round. That's what I tell you. And then when you knock him down on the next round, if you just tuning in, go back and hit that playback, and you'll see why I'm the scholar of boxing. I know this shit, man. This shit come off easy. Look how fatigued he is. He's not even listening to his corner instruction. He over there massaging his arm and shit. Your arm wouldn't be injured or hurt if you wouldn't be throwing them long ass shots in the inside with those long arms. That's why you need to fight to your attributes instead of trying to fight to his attributes. Just simple things, man. Simple things. Boxing, people overcomplicate boxing. They get analysis paralysis, but the game is really, really simple. Or it's simple for me. I can't speak for nobody else. Maybe I'm like Rain Man when it comes to boxing. But the game is really, really simple. Yeah, he does got the mental lapses, bro. He wasn't even listening to his corner. He was just so happy to get that break. He ain't gonna listen to nothing his corner told him. He didn't make eye contact with him. His eyes was in the air. He just was so concerned about getting a break because he's so fatigued. Now, Palmetto would just step it up just a little bit. He ain't even got to throw the shots hard. Just touch him. He's so mentally out of there. Just the sheer fact that he's touching them will give him anxiety and make him burn more petrol. But let's see if he does it. Straight left to the body. If he'd have been doing that from the beginning, he'd have been knocked this guy out. Straight left to the body. Keep going. You're there. You have the angle. Straight left to the body. Yeah, you let him throw right to your body and back you up. Yeah, Palmetto's he's frustrating, man. He's frustrating. He's getting backed up by a guy who couldn't get him out of there even when he was fresh. That's frustrating. Oh, my bad, man. I ain't even putting y'all comments up there. My bad, man. I've been so focused on the fight. My bad. But yeah, here there goes the right hook. He tried to counter. He tried to catch his jab and counter with the right hook. Stab him to the body with the straight left. Your foot is already on the outside. Just stab him. Just take a step. See, he's tired too. He's not experienced enough to realize that his opponent is way more tired. If you think you're tired, your opponent is double whatever you're feeling right now. And all you got to do is stab him to the body, help him quit. Vince Lombardi said it best: fatigue make cowards out of all of us. He just caught him with a right hand from an angle, and he dazed him. He's hurt right now. James just hurt him. He just hurt him, but James shouldn't even be in a situation where he could hurt him. And a fight them broke out, man. James got that mouth wide open. Oh my goodness! If he get caught, that jaw is turning to jello. But yeah, man, he stabbed him straight to the body right there. It's right there. James has a lot of heart too. I'm not gonna even lie. I mean, that's probably why he has the wins that he had, because he definitely don't have a ton of power to get those wins. It's probably a combination of fighting bums and him having heart. But the straight left is there. He just hit him with the right hook. All he has to do is throw downstairs and throw upstairs. Mix it up. Like right now, I would throw a right hook just to touch him, create the anxiety, and I would throw the straight left to the body. Just mix up those two punches. Right hook is there. Right hook is there. It's gonna be there all night. You don't have to rush it. You're in the 7th round. You do not have to rush. Look, here we go. I said he would get knocked down in the 7. Let's see. It's always towards the end where he loses a lot of his stamina. Because one thing I didn't mention is fighters have mental clocks in their head. Like, I don't know if you guys ever worked out to a buzzer or a bell, but after you did it for so long, you start to notice. He knew the 10-second marker was coming up before the clapper even clapped. He knows. He starts to get fatigued towards the latter end of the rounds. But yeah, my prediction was wrong. I thought he would go down in the 7-6. I mean, I guess that's why I'm the scholar, not the oracle. Because even though I was wrong on that, everything else is spot on. For the main event, if you on StreamYard, open the panel. It's open, bro. I put the link if you scroll up to the top. You scroll up to the top of the chat. I put it in there earlier. I think. Yeah, I dropped the link a long time ago, bro. They said Palmetta's just not gonna quit. Palmetta's fucking himself. This is Palmetta's fight to either win or lose. I reposted it. He said it. He said it. I mean, it's Palmetta's fight to either win or lose. It's up to him, but it looked like he's gonna let it go away. He's gonna let the judges either do the right thing or fuck them. And I mean, what has the history of boxing taught us about judges doing the right thing? I don't understand it. This is why Emmanuel Stewart trained for knockouts and custom idol also. Why would you leave it in somebody else's hands to do the right thing? And they showed you they haven't. You can't trust them. That jab. See, because he jabs and brings the jab back low. But because he's fatigued, that gap is open for longer. That window's open for a longer time. And now he's getting caught in between it. Like I said, it's sweet science, man. Not everybody understands it, but I do. That right hook that he's been landing the entire fight, now he can land it more frequently because the other guy's tired. His arms are burning. He only want to. It hurt him to hold his arms up because he's so thin and frail. See him right there? He's not even jab. He's not even landing with the jab. He's just flicking it out there just to get the guy defensive. There goes the right hand. That's another reason why I would have just stood my ground and put everything into the right hand so I could rest. For this very reason. Because he got 2 rounds. He only got 2 rounds. It's not a lot of time to finish a guy off, especially for a guy who's not a good finisher. He doesn't look like a good finisher. Well, I ain't even look like. He's definitely not a good finisher. He hasn't even knocked the guy down who was there to be knocked down. He's been there to be knocked down since round 1. He's fatigued too, though. You see him drop his guard. He's not fatigued enough where he's breathing with his mouth open. So I don't understand why he hasn't pressed the gas. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess everybody's different. I mean, this is probably the difference between good and great fighters. The mental strength is the difference. Everybody be so caught up on sides. This was between your shoulders. I mean, between your ears or both. That's what makes you a great fighter. Finally, that's the first good body shot I've ever seen him hit him with through the entire fight. He hit him with a right hook to the body. And it was whenever he was inside trying to throw those wide arms, and he just bent his knees and worked to the body. If he'd have did that, he'd have stopped him in the 4th round, regardless of the power of the guy, Palmetta. Just the fact that the guy has a little bitty body and he's already fatigued. Him throwing them shots, I don't give a fuck how much heart he got. He would have been out of there. See, look, last 30 seconds, he always dip off. He always fall off a cliff. He get a good second win, start off the round surviving, and Palmetta lets him off the hook, and then the last 30 seconds, he moves around, clinches, and lays on the ropes. He got, like I said, he got that internal timer. He knows that, this guy's, he knows the time, and he knows this guy's going to let him off the hook. See? Throw 1 or 2 punches. Even when he throws that right hand, he's not throwing it to knock him out. He's throwing it because he wants to back him up so he can get a break. That's it. It's a sweet science, man. Not everybody knows it, though. He raised his hand there. Shit. Scoring this fight is difficult. It depends on what you like. I'm trying to say, you got it. How you feel? You should know how your fighter feels. And man, I don't like disrespecting elderly people, especially elderly people that have bled and sweat for the sport. But there's levels to this shit, man. There's levels. I feel like trainers, before they should become trainers, should study all the great trainers. They should be able to recite and quote Custom Idol or Emmanuel Stewart or Eddie Fudge just to be a trainer, not just throw a towel over your shoulder, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know his experience, but he that wasn't good corner advice. Not that you're gonna give great advice every single time, but how you feeling? Can you do it? Shit like that. It's like, no. Tell him what he's getting hooked with. Tell him he's trying to hit you. He's trying to set you up for a right hook. If you want to rest, clinch him. Walk him back to the center of the ring. Little stuff like that. throw your straight punches. Keep them at the end of it. Give you a longer break because your arms are so long. Stop throwing your jab, invite him in, throw the right hand. Just little things, little subtle things that he could tell him to where he could rest because he's clearly tired. Because your opponent, he's not a good finisher. He's gonna let you off the hook. See right there, the Palmetta threw a straight left hand. James ducked up under it and pushed him off with his shoulders. He's just creating space. He's allowing the guy to defeat himself so he can create space. He's not gonna knock you out. He doesn't have the power. You don't have to back up from those shots. Block the shots with your gloves. Step in. There you go. Throw to the body. Work like that. If you would have worked like that at the beginning of the fight, you'd have had this guy out of here. Go back to his body. Why would you stop? I get it, you tired, but he tired too. Throw the straight left to the head. See, it's like he waits for him to throw his offense to get permission to throw his. There he goes, catching him with the right hook in between his shots. You better be careful throwing those wide shots tired like that. Because I said it at the beginning. All he has to do is throw in between those shots and he'd catch him. And he'd catch him and he wouldn't even see the shots. He'd knock him down. See right there, he tried to feint him. He feinted him and made him lose space. He went back 2 steps, 2 full steps. Uh-oh, right hook. Throw it again. It's so frustrating when people throw punches and land them. If you ever get a chance to hit a person with 2 punches, why would you hit them with 1? Or if you ever get a chance to hit them with 4 punches, why would you hit them with 3? It's a game of inches and split-second time. I don't understand why these fighters cheat themselves. They do it mentally. Everything starts mentally. This is why mental is so important to the state of fighters. See, look, he blocked every single one of those shots, but he don't come right back. Come right back with your punches. The fuck you waiting for permission? Throw the straight left to the body. Keep throwing your hands. You're in the inside. He has the longer arms. You're going to be able to block his shots. Oh, man, that guy, Palmetta, is frustrating. I want to say Ugas' trainer was in Palmetta's corner. I don't think Ugas' trainer is that good either. I think he's an okay trainer. I don't think he's a teacher, though. I remember when Errol Spence was fighting. Well, I'll get to that in between fights. But look, now he lets his hands go. To the body. To the body. Woo, that right hook at the end. That's what I'm saying, man. When he lets his hands go, look how effective he is. It's basic physics, man. You got the longer arms. What's up, Puro? You got the longer arms. If you're in the inside, let your hands go. He has longer arms. You just block the punches. Put your elbows up. Block the shots. Keep your hands close to your chin. His arms are so long, there's nothing he can fucking do. Bro, you watching this shit, bro? You there, bro? I added you to the screen. If you're talking, I can't hear you on mute. This shit's so frustrating, though, bro. This fight is Palmetta's the win or lose, and he's letting it slip away.
Hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, what's up?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he's out jabbing him. That hold that he leaves, because his lead hand is low and his arms are so long, he could have exploited that from round 1, bro. He didn't even have to. He could just focus on the body for the first half of the fight. But since he seems to be scared to throw hooks to the body, throw straight left to the body. His foot is already on the outside position. All he had to do is take a simple step and throw it and steal air from him. He'd have had him so ciphered by the time, bro. It'd have been like a fucking deflated tire.
Right.
It's frustrating, bro. I feel like Palmetta. This is Palmetta's fight to win or lose, and he's gonna allow the judges to decide his fate in his career. And I just think that is stupid. That never works out for boxers, bro. Seen too many rivalries in the sport.
Right.
He got James pissy, bro. Pissy time. Now, one thing I gotta give James, bro, is he definitely has got a lot of heart, and he knows, he's aware that his opponent, he allows his opponent to beat himself. meaning like he'll feint his opponent. He ain't been hitting his
Mm-hmm.
opponent with no sick shit for his opponent to be falling for no feints.
Right.
He'll do little things, push him off balance. Even when he throws that right hand, bro, it's not to knock him out. It's for him to back up and give him space to rest because he can't handle that.
Right.
He can't handle no fast paced fight. But Palmetto won't let his hands go and turn it into a fast paced fight to where he can win. Look, he just landed a left hook to the body. Great punch. But watch. He gonna ask for permission, bro. Ask for permission to punch. He gonna let his hands go and then he gonna stop and look at him, wait for him to punch back instead of continuing to punch.
Right.
See, he gets in there and waits for permission, bro. Rarely do you get in fights, bro, where a taller guy will give up his height, bro. Allow you into punching range. He got a guy that's doing those two things, bro. And he won't let his hands go.
Yeah.
Waiting for the guy to give him permission to punch.
That's
he's gonna survive, bro. He's gonna survive. He should have been stopped, though.
Yeah, now he's trying to last 30 seconds.
Bro, what was this shit at? I know
That's what I'm saying. We're in the beginning.
Bro, he's trying to finish strong to leave a lasting impression on the judges, but even that shit don't ever work, bro. Some of these judges be having that shit filled out before the fight, bro.
I want to say that.
8 seconds,
real, bro.
He should have been, bro. What is your name, bro? I don't know what to call you.
Oh well, shit. If my name Otatini, if that's too hard to say, you can just call me Balash.
Balash?
Yeah.
Balash or Balash with a B?
You can say with a B, Balash or Alash. It means free. Yeah, like I am free. The whole word I have Balash. But yeah, my YouTube is Otatini way. Because I'm a strategic thinker naturally. I like to prepare for shit, and that's what the whole meaning is.
Bro, I seen that shit, and I was gonna try to pronounce it. I said,
yeah, it's not too hard.
His name.
It's Otatini.
Yeah. I said, I ain't finna butcher his name, bro. It be fighters sometimes. I'd be like, what the fuck? It'd be easy, bro.
Yeah, I just like shit with meaning. That's the only way I name this shit. It has a meaning.
That's Ugas trainer right there.
Oh, word? I see him. Silas.
Yeah.
Yep,
bro, who's the dude on the right of Silas, bro? You know, he looks like the dude that plays in movies.
Oh, I just missed it. It's just out the ropes.
Bro.
Yeah, I just missed it. But I ain't gonna lie, this made it gonna be good, man. What'd you think about Matias? This is my first time watching him live. I ain't gonna lie.
Who's Matias?
The main event, Subriel.
Bro, that's what I was saying earlier, bro. It's a lot of new fighters, bro, that people put me on. I watch a lot of old school, bro. I don't be knowing who the fuck. I don't know, bro. They be like, my other homie be like, man, you know him. We watched him last week. I'm like, oh, that's him.
Oh my god, look at
that'll trigger.
Right. Yeah. There's some crazy punch stats.
Bro, they need to get rid of this. You know what they need to do, bro? They need to get a little tracker, and they got these because I used to have these when I went to the gym. That track,
bro, about that. Right. It's so hard though, man, to see them punches sometimes. I guess to people, but yeah, they need definitely like a device or something. Punch. I know exactly where you're going with it.
Put it in his wraps, so every time he touch, they at least.
Yeah, I'm about to say that in your wraps or even on your gloves, some like the device where when a dude punch any part of the body, obviously that's legal, like your torso, then boom, that counts for. I mean, my bad. You could tell who got the most play, but that should be hard. I think they can do it if they want to. They don't want to, bro. They don't want to. Oh, yeah, I get the James.
Pure, I agree. Pure said it's the fight that you showed up with. Exactly.
Yep.
See, it was his fight to lose. Had he knocked the guy out, he wouldn't have shit to worry about.
No, yeah,
that's why you got to take matters into your own hands.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you feel like he won.
No, for real. He the whole time. He the ace side.
But yeah, bro, they got to do something about that punch clicker, like somebody counting punches. That's always stupid shit.
Yeah, I never liked it either when I got into boxing.
bro. We live in a time of technology. We still got a motherfucker watching punches,
Facts.
clicking.
Right.
That makes
With a
sense.
little using the clicker thing, yeah. Man, Creed gonna be
COVID,
good, bro. The new Creed movie.
bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I stopped fucking with Creed, bro, because they took Rocky out, bro. I got a
Yeah,
nostalgic
you're old
attachment.
school. Yeah. Nah, this got a current fighter. I ain't gonna lie, the new one gonna have like Crawford on there that I heard. Uh Shakur. I don't know I did might have Canelo. I know they filmed them. Shit, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
What's up, Bureau?
What up, fellas? What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Same old, man. Yeah, this was a horrible fight, bro. I don't think I've seen a fight this bad in a long time.
Bro, I ain't gonna say it was horrible. I mean, skills wise, it was horrible. I mean, it was bad. But like, as far as like competition wise, I feel like they were kind of equal. Like, I didn't know from round one who was gonna blow who out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, because Jamal James, like he sucks, bro. I mean, I don't like to like, rag on the fighters. I respect them and all, but damn, yeah, he's never been very good.
Nah, you're not wrong for saying that, bro. This is my first time seeing him. I was just telling the homie, like a lot of these fighters, pure. I watch a lot of old school, so I don't even be knowing who the fuck they are, bro. Like he just asked me a question. I just realized that he was talking about the guy from the main event that I put in my title, bro. Like I ain't never seen him fight before. I don't think.
He's a good
Maybe I
fighter.
don't know.
He got power. He got power. Killed the motherfucker in the ring.
Really, he killed somebody.
Yeah, yeah. I
Was it
believe.
recent?
Yeah, it was pretty recent, man. It was like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's what they hype him around about because he killed somebody in the ring. Like I don't get that, but yeah, he alright though. He alright. He got to me his defense is bad.
I want
How
to say it
many
was
fights?
Patrick
And
Day, but it wasn't. It wasn't Patrick Day.
no, that was Charles
That
Conwell.
was
He
Conwell
did
that,
that.
that killed Day. Yeah. So was it Dadashev? Nah, I don't think it was Dadashev.
But no man.
How many fights has he had since then?
About
4, I think.
yeah, 4 or 5.
Okay, I was
He
gonna
lost
say
his
if it's
very next fight. Then he came back and he had a comeback fight, and then he matched the dude that he lost to, and he knocked him out. So
Oh,
that goes to
he
show you how
Avengers
much the
lost.
game is mental.
Hold
yeah,
on.
even just lost. Yeah.
No
That
way.
show you how
Oh,
much
that shouldn't be happening. What you say, bro?
I show you how much of the game is mental. I don't know, but just from what y'all telling me, it sounds
Hmm.
like that death affected him. So the next fight he wasn't himself. So after he
I ain't gonna
became
lie to you,
himself, you see what
bro.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the same thing with Conwell. After Conwell did that, he had like a mental break after killing Patrick Day.
Yeah,
Same
Connell's
thing
not the
with him.
same. Connell's not the same. I saw him live on the Fundura undercard, and he's not the same fighter.
Yeah, man, that shit affect him, bro. I agree, Scholar. Let me see. Oh yeah, you're right, bro. He did get his loss avenged. Yeah, that's still see when fighters get avenged they lost, that shit. It make the loss not even seem like a loss. But it's so rare, you know. You never get to do that, avenge your loss and shit.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, I don't know why, man. I mean, me if I was a fighter, man, that's like the
Hell
first thing
yeah,
I would want to do, man.
exactly right. Yeah, but no, he
Unless I
got
got my
almost
ass
all that.
totally like obliterated, and like, fuck,
Yeah.
I can't beat this dude. There's some dudes you can't beat, but still,
Hmm.
What y'all
Hey
think
man, we gotta
about
watch that Ryan. Hey, you got Ryan right, bro? Against Tank or no? My bad. Who you got, bro?
nah,
Guerrero.
Oh,
I ain't really
I don't got nobody in the fight, man. I'll
Man,
just
I know you got Ryan, bro.
nah. They're both my favorite fighters. I've been watching them
Really?
since they're amateurs, bro.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, I haven't watched them that long,
I've been
but
watching these
hey,
two dudes for the longest, man. They're literally my favorite fighters in sport right now.
right. I know for real.
Yeah, so I'm not even picking in this fight, but I do think it's a 50-50 fight. Like I think it in my
Hmm.
head, and like let me see. I'm just gonna see who I think is gonna win, and then like it's just the physical advantages that Ryan holds. He has like people hate on him, but he is a fucking 14 time national champion. So he's got a decent
No, he got a
amateur
lot of
pedigree.
wins. Hell
You know,
yeah.
So like
Sure.
he's the real deal, man. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, but Tank experience counts a lot, And Tank is very smart. I rate Tank, So I mean, I think it's gonna be a great fight. I'm hoping for a great fight.
No, it's gonna be a great fight for sure. I edge Tank because he got better timing than me than Ryan. Obviously, used his legs and that power. I mean, he only got the power, but like I said, that again, he know how to, once he see them opening, he attacks.
You know what they say though? Speed kills, man. That's another
Nah,
intangible that
time and beat
Ryan's got,
speed.
bro.
Time and beat speed, bro. Because
That's
timing is
true.
control speed. It's speed, but it's control because you doing it when you see an opening. You're not just throwing punches fast because you fast. That's get you caught up. You know.
Well, both of y'all are right. I think that personally, timing does beat speed. But one thing that
No,
I'm
for
telling
sure.
you, it's hard to time a motherfucker when they fast. Like shit, ain't nobody out there like trying to time Mike Tyson or
Where you
Ali.
go?
You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's
No,
different
no, no.
levels.
Yeah, once people figured him out, though, they got him. That's the thing. But this is what's gonna happen in this fight. I'm telling you, Tank gonna get him. It's gonna take a couple rounds for sure. He probably gonna win the early rounds, Ryan. Once he figure it out, shit, he gonna change levels. Probably kind of like a little bit with Luke Campbell since he smaller and shorter, and boom, probably hit him like a hook or something. Right hook or whatever.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing, and Scholar did a great breakdown of Ryan's last fight. That, like, in my personal opinion, Ryan's getting better. You
yeah.
know,
What you think he getting better in that Scholar? Did he say
Setting up
that?
the left hook, setting up the left hook. Like it was a couple times during the fight
No, that's
where he
good
threw
though,
the
because
left hook.
that's a good straight. Mm-hmm.
He threw the left hook not to knock the guy out, just to check him, to move him back in front of
Right.
him.
Just to see what he do. Okay. No, that's good though. Cause like I said, that's his best weapon. And apart from the speed, I ain't gonna lie, he pretty good too at getting in and out of distance. I don't know if he do it instinctually or he actually does it calculated, like he's aware of him doing that. But he does like to reset and shit a lot. I just think
Who
he
you,
keeps his hands kind of low.
yeah,
Hey,
he
look at this.
does.
He got a ski mask. Yo, this man really a killer, huh? Heck, why you got the ski mask on, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Don't
I was
boots
gonna
wear
say,
something similar to that?
what? I don't
What
know.
you say, bro? Hey, this shit funny, dude. Oh, that's the dude right there. I think that he had killed right there. That's the dude. In the back of his
Man,
shirt.
let me tell you, let me tell you something, bro.
Yeah,
One
go
thing
ahead.
one thing I don't like about the what I just seen is he has
Me
a
either.
homeboy. He got his homeboy holding
In the
pads for
front.
him, bro.
Yeah.
He's just warming up, Scholar.
I get it because Ryan has his homeboy does mitts for him, but Joe Goosen gives the guy instructions. Hey, I want him to do it. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It has to be some structure there. Like your homeboy just can't pick up the pads and you know what I mean, and have a intricate part of your camp without actually having a tutelage or somebody telling them what to do.
And in Ryan's defense, though, the guy that holds his pads is his little brother, and he's a professional boxer, so he's got a bit of a instruction. I mean, he's educated in the game.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
was
what I'm
saying.
saying.
I was saying I've seen Ryan with other people other than his brother, but even
Oh,
then,
okay.
Goosen is giving instructions. So that's why I give Ryan a pass. This guy is just, I mean, that's his homeboy. They probably like,
That's his
you know what I
homie.
mean? Road
I
dogs.
got you. I
I
got you.
didn't see no trainer whispering in his ear like I want him to throw the left foot. It was none of that. He was
Yeah.
just moving his hands.
I hear you. I hear you.
Who y'all got in fucking Wilder versus Inoue if they fight?
Wilder versus Inoue.
I mean Ngannou, my bad.
Oh, um, yeah. Wilder's a duck. There, Scholar. I just want to say that.
Oh man, we fucking back.
I'm
Why you
like,
say that,
like,
Bureau?
really? I mean, he's got smoke. He's gonna go fight exhibition. And I don't
Bureau,
and
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
mind
lie.
that because he paid his dues. Like, but
I'm
come on.
not gonna lie to you, Bureau. Now you
Like
know I
the whole
love
live we
boxing.
had about like talking about like this, that, and the other. Come on. Anyways, I'll just troll a little bit, but in boxing, obviously Wilder, bro. In MMA, I mean, obviously the other dude.
Now look, Pierre, you know I love the sport of boxing, man, and you
I
know I'm
know.
like shit. I'm about as a purist can get. If I had a choice between Andy Ruiz and Wilder and Ngannou, I'm watching Wilder and Ngannou, bro.
Hey, man.
Only because of this reason. Um, Ngannou is gonna bring it. There's no doubt about that, bro. He's gonna be swinging wild punches. He's gonna be throwing like he's in an MMA club. And Wilder, we know. I mean, we ain't gotta say what Wilder gonna do, right? Everybody already know that, right? Shit, Ray Charles know that, and he blind and dead. He know what Wilder gonna do. So Wilder can't take it to the side of the head. I feel like, and that's Francis Ngannou's best punch. And he's gonna be coming out wild and flaring punches. So I'm like, either he's gonna make an exciting fight and clip Wilder early, or he gonna end up hanging out with Hellenius. Either way, I'm there for it.
Cool.
I don't know, bro. I guess our sport was built off heavyweights and who was the biggest, baddest dude. I think I just have some of that mentality. Like, I would not want to see Tyson Fury versus Ngannou in a boxing ring. I think it's going to end with Ngannou getting his ass boxed out. Now, Wilder's a different story because he's not polished. He windmills too. Shit, we might get a windmill fight. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like with Wilder, it's an element of surprise of the KO. And I think he could possibly be hurt also. With Tyson Fury is going to be a one-sided beatdown. So I'm not interested in that fight whatsoever. But if they fight tomorrow, bro, I'm definitely tuning in.
Have at it, Haas. It's all you, bro.
You wouldn't watch it, bro?
Nope.
Oh, Puro.
Nah, bro. I mean, like, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan. I've to I'm gonna say I'm gonna do what Deontay does. This day,
To this day.
I haven't seen that fucking Conor McGregor fight.
Hey, that fight was live, Puro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Haven't even seen a highlight, bro.
Puro, that fight was fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. That fight was live, bro. It was live for different reasons. It was live because number one, it was a big event, right? They had it was hard not to take that event serious when you got Teddy Atlas. You got real boxing guys covering it. ESPN, it's everywhere. It was like unavoidable. So I was like, man, let me entertain this shit. I couldn't believe people were dumb enough to put their money on Conor McGregor. Like, I was just blown away. It was like the Great White Hype movie, like in real life. I could not believe that people would follow for that. So, like, whenever I went to the event, I can remember pure. I went to a bar, and then I walked to the bar, and they was like, "Ole, ole, ole, ole." I'm like, "Oh God, it's a Conor crowd." Then when Mayweather knocked him out, they started singing USA. They started chanting USA. I'm like, "Nah, don't switch it up now."
Yeah, bro. I mean,
This is the main event, right?
yes, sir.
Let's go. Give me some background other than the death. What's the other guy's record, Pierre?
30-0, 22 knockouts.
Okay. Is he a heavy favorite? Is the guy supposed to be food for him or not?
Depending on who you ask, on YouTube, I would say, since 80% of the people that are on here are casuals, so a lot of them are saying, oh yeah, yeah, Matias is gonna get him out there, easy work. Um, it could be he hits that hard, but I think it's gonna be competitive. I think it's gonna be very competitive. I think the Argentinian can fight.
How did he kill? He killed the guy with a hook. Like, was it a?
Accumulation
This
of punishment.
accumulation. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because if he did it with
yeah, that's
one
usually
punch,
how they go out. It was accumulation, man.
yeah, he'd have did that with one punch. I'm like, this motherfucker dangerous, bro.
I
He
don't
like
think I've
Sugar
ever
Ray
seen
Robinson,
anybody
bro.
kill somebody with one punch.
Sugar Ray Robinson did.
Oh, he did with one punch. God dang.
Yeah, bro. He and what's crazy about it is he dreamed it before he fought the guy.
Yeah,
He
no,
said
I
he
remember.
didn't.
Yeah, I remember the story. Yeah, I just didn't know it was like a one hitter quitter. Like,
Yeah, it was
whoa.
a left hook, bro. Bah, caught him and ended up killing him. That shit like that is creepy. It's creepy to me.
Oh yeah, yeah, because like fucking envisioned it and everything, man. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like shit, and I forgot. After the what's that dude? Morel, but he fought Eidos, or whatever, and he got
Mhm.
hurt pretty bad. And I remember he went, they had to relieve the pressure in his brain and shit like that. And he made it, thank God. Yeah, but I was remember like just I was looking at I was trying to do it by memory, but it was and I did pretty good, but it wasn't a lot of them. But then I went to the list of like boxers that have died throughout the years. I think
Mhm.
out of in my lifetime, um, I think call it 15 died. I think I've seen live all 15 of those fights.
Damn.
I was just like, fuck, man, I got bad luck. Shit. And then I was watching it with Mark, bro. When the fight was happening, I was watching it live with them and the crew, and I was fucking telling Mark and telling the dudes, I'm like, okay, this guy is game, but he's getting beat up, bro. Like I was saying by the sixth round, like
Oh, I
I think they
remember
probably
that.
should stop it, bro. And
I
I
do
got
remember.
the usual pushback, and then but then then some of them are like, yeah, you might be right, and then next thing you know, fucking we wake up the next day, he's in a fucking coma.
That's how it happens. People push until they get a death, and then when they get a
Yeah.
death, that's when they start being concerned. Like, oh man, maybe we shouldn't have said that or did it. Like, nah, it's too fucking late now.
Well, the thing is you could tell. I mean, at least I can tell when it's like. I mean, I think most people can tell. Like, if they have a keen boxing eye, you don't have to have a keen boxing eye. You just, you get a feeling. It's like, yeah, okay, this guy is just fucking. He's not gonna win. I mean, what the fuck is he doing is in there?
And that's why I don't understand. If a guy is in a fight and he has no chance of win, why would you? And he's taking a ton of unnecessary punishment. That's when you're supposed to save him from himself.
Yes, exactly.
Like it would be like fucking like Peter McNeely fighting Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali's beat the shit out of him. At what point do you throw the towel in? Peter McNeely doesn't stand a chance of beating Muhammad Ali when he's fresh. You think he's gonna do it when he's taking punishment? Like, no, stop the fucking fight. He's outclassed. That's what they have. That's what they have that white flag shit for, or to throw it in the towel for that
Yeah.
specific reason. He's outclassed. Save him from himself because he's going to continue to fight.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I never understood why people gave Colbert so much hate. Like, because because I'm sure Colbert knew, like, okay, if I fucking quit, they're gonna call me a quitter. I can't knock this dude out. I got no power. So what do? He got on his bike and survived. I didn't blame him at all, because like literally, like he had no shot in that fight. Like he was landing, but it wasn't even tickling Garcia. But people to
That
this day,
shit made me a Cobra fan.
corny motherfuckers is like, yeah, he's a quitter. He ran. I'm like, he's
What's
an
up?
embarrassment. I'm like, what are
What's
you
up,
talking
bro?
about embarrassment, man? But it is what it is. Go ahead.
I was telling bro what's up. He's in the chat.
Oh, what up,
Yeah,
Cody? I
bro.
didn't see him.
You made a fan out of me that day, bro.
Who?
A Colbert.
What?
Colbert made it because I feel like he showed a lot. Like I'd be more impressed with what a fighter can take and not give up than a fighter. Like it's easy to beat a motherfucker. Bro, it's easy. And me and you went to go play basketball with some 5 years old, bro. Bro, we could do reverse dunks and layups.
I'm back,
You know
yo.
what I'm saying?
Well,
We could do reverse
and the
dunks and layups against a 5-year-old. But what
yeah,
happens when we playing professional basketball players? Do we give up? I want to see what a fighter can endure and take. That's what impressed me. Like Deontay Wilder, I criticized him a lot until he
Yeah, I just
showed me
came in.
like what he could
Uh-huh.
do.
What you saying, bro? I just came in.
Oh, I was just telling him about Chris Colbert, how I became a fan of Chris Colbert when he showed me what he could take and he didn't give up. He could have easily just gave up in that fight, but he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was a fan before that fight. But the thing is with Colbert, I don't know if you guys have been watching him for a minute. Like
Right.
he he's a boxer. He has zero punching power, but he can
No,
box
yeah.
very, very, very well. But
No, I already
like
knew that
literally,
by
he tries
watching.
to he likes to entertain, and like he picked the wrong dude to do it against, bro.
Yeah.
Like he could have easily outboxed that guy from a distance and
I
won
think
as a
too
distance.
he banked on him getting tired by getting that high guard and he realized this dude throwing all these punches, but he's not tired. That made him even more tired by maintaining that guard and not doing anything.
hmm
hmm
He also underestimated him too because nobody knew who he
Yeah,
was.
yeah, he did that too. Yeah.
But I started seeing that like the previous two fights when he fought that one guy. I forgot he has a weird name too. Where like yeah, he was like beating that dude easy, and then he's fucking wanted to trade with him. He wanted to fucking go toe to toe with him. Started getting beat up and shit. Was lucky to win
Mm,
that fight.
right.
Yeah, sometimes boxers need to know what they are, because like
Yeah, them dudes, it be them certain people, but most
mhm,
boxers, if you're a good boxer, you gotta have mental toughness and uh, obviously same thing, mental resilience and all that in boxing. Probably more than any sport because if you don't, you're gonna get dropped and probably hurt pretty bad.
yeah,
And
you
just
gotta
some of them dudes like that, those exceptions because obviously they did it for so long. I remember he said this in the interview that he just stopped taking boxing serious because he just felt like he had never had a break. Saying he was always training, and then after the fight, he had to go back to the gym and shit. He never took time for his family, so he just felt like shit. After that loss happened, he finally could take a break. Like sometimes people get just tired of that shit, doing the same shit, and their body, their mind just is not in it anymore, so they give up. You
He
know.
said, "What's up, dude? Sometimes a
Oh
fight
shit, they're undefeated.
needs to go to certain rounds, especially when the money is involved. If you know what I mean." Yeah, I think I know what you mean, bro.
I don't.
Mm.
Maybe
They're undefeated, dude.
I thought he was hinting at corruption.
Yeah, that's what he was hinting at. But I don't know. Obviously the sport is corrupt, so I want to start the obviously movement. Just watch the fight. Don't
hmm
just like come in with a preconceived notion that the guy that that you thought won, got robbed. I don't know.
I
I
got a
don't know.
knockout.
Thinking out loud, I guess.
I got a knockout.
In this one,
hmm
yeah, that's what it seems like.
Ain't no dude was undefeated though. Hey, look like a quality opponent, even though he probably trash, but hey, at least the dude undefeated.
No, he's quality. He's quality.
Oh, for real, the pony fighting? Oh,
Yeah,
thanks for
no,
that.
yeah.
Peter.
This is for the
Thank you for that.
championship. This is for the championship.
Bet. I'm finna sitting over here. Got it on both TVs. Bet. I'm locked
This is,
in now, here.
no, that should be a good fight.
Yep.
Or it could end quick, man. I'm telling you, this guy got power, bro.
No, yeah, for real. I've seen it.
This
Like,
guy's a
and he's a
real,
good body
real.
puncher. That's
Yeah,
that's even worse.
he's a
He
good
know how to go to the body.
Puerto Rican too, man.
Wait, I thought who Puerto Rican both were?
No, one of them is Argentinian. The
No, he
darker one is
Cuban.
um
Cuban,
is
right?
no Puerto Rican, and then
Oh my
this
bad.
the light skin dude is Argentina.
Okay.
The
All
darker one
right.
seems more complete, in my opinion, and his corner has
I'm
worked
about to
out with
say that
so
you was good at that. You said he looked more focused. Hey,
he
bro,
was.
we gotta have more of these, bro. We gotta have more watch party. Hey, we should do one tomorrow for Jake and Tommy.
I don't know. I ain't gonna be able to get it. I'm at work right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Oh, you
I don't
slick
know if
with
it's
it.
a
Okay.
hospital. It's not. This building is empty than a motherfucker, bro.
Gotta put some
I
muscle
got you.
behind that muscle.
All right, let's go. Round one.
Okay, coming out with a good jab. Okay, good block.
Matias. One thing I noticed about Matias is he has a sweat. You know what I mean? He's not dripping. He's not drenching it in sweat, but he worked up a little bit of sweat. But he
hmm
probably should warmed up just a little bit, just a tad bit longer. But he's trying to work himself into rhythm. Like he's taking unnecessary shots. That guy coming out throwing bombs.
hmm
He's supposed to
Argentina,
not.
bro.
You sure this
Argentinian,
this
man.
guy is not convinced that he's supposed to be the underdog? He's going to take some
Oh shit!
convincing
Oh shit!
from Matias. He is throwing shots.
Okay.
He's gonna have to slow down eventually, but he's making a statement. He letting them know, like, motherfucker, this ain't gonna be your typical opponent. I ain't gonna be on no motherfucking RIP t-shirts.
This is to become a champion, scholar. Yeah, remember, man.
hmm
He might
Woo!
not get another
You see
shot.
that? He started the right hand and uppercutted him. He
Beautiful.
faded the right hand, got him to lean forward and uppercutted him. He's doing some shit in there. That shit ain't a coincidence, bro. He's a good fighter.
I told you.
hmm Yeah, you definitely said it. I ain't gonna lie.
Pushing his guard back, bro. Stabbing him to the body, knocking him off balance, then hit him with a left hook to the body and turn it to a left uppercut, bro. He's gonna have to slow the
Oh,
offense
yeah.
down eventually, but he's poking in between his guard. Oh shit,
Right.
bro. Oh
Ooh.
shit, bro. He keeps letting his jab in between his guard. He'll jab to the guard, then shoot through the center. Then he'll angle off to the side and throw a choppy right hand. Bro, he's doing some shit. He fighting like McDonough did Mayweather, bro. Starting out fast. Hey, ain't Marcos Maidana
Yeah, he
Yes,
Argentinian.
He's
Argentine?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Bro, I wonder if he worked with him for this fight or watched the Mayweather
Oh
fight.
shit.
Because he's
Good uppercut.
no.
doing some shit, bro.
Man, he fuck can't miss with the upper.
Brooh my God,
telling
bro.
That shit crazy.
Matias, bro. I get it. Matias is trying to stay
I ain't gonna
calm
lie,
like
he's
Mayweather
tired, bro.
did.
Matias tired. He might go down.
Bro, them body shots. I don't
Exactly.
think he'll go down. He's still fresh.
No, look,
He should
No,
not.
he's
I'm
still
off
fresh.
balance, bro.
Yeah, it's off
You know
balance
the
because he's getting
exact
hit with everything in the fucking kitchen sink.
Yeah,
Yeah, but his balance.
he's too fresh, bro. Like if this was like the 5th round and he done took a whole bunch of body shots, then I say yeah, he might go down. But I doubt it. His defense is too tight. Like he can get pushed off balance, he can get knocked off balance, but as far as a legitimate knockdown where he's hurt, I don't see that. Look right there, bro. He put
Yeah,
the
that's
left
what
hook to the
knockdown
top
needs.
of the
Off
head.
balance.
The top of the head, bro. The top of the head outside the high guard. Little stuff that he's doing, bro. Like he's a smart fighter, pushing him off with the
Yeah, smart person for
jab.
sure.
After he finishes his combination and before he'll push him off. See right there, he just pushes him off. He's not shooting his jab to shoot through the guard. He'll push his hands and knock him off balance. See right there, the right hand. He shot it to his right hand
Mm-hmm.
and knocked him off balance. Little stuff like that, bro. This guy is. I cannot believe that everybody thought this was gonna be a push. It's a good thing I don't listen
We got
to
a
the hype.
fight, baby.
Right.
Yeah, this is a good ass fight. Don't square up. Land an uppercut. No late round save. What the fuck are they talking about, bro? See, this is the difference. Who's his trainer, Pure? He got any experience?
I don't know who that is. I
Yeah,
don't.
neither.
I
He was
don't
letting
know
his
who that is.
homeboy catch for him, so he must not be. Most good.
I mean,
trainers
long as
don't
you,
take
hey, like I say again, man, long as you trust your trainer and a person that's give you instructions, that's all that's key. No matter what type of experience you are. You got to be able to trust the person.
Yeah, you trust them, but sometimes they can get your ass beat up really, really bad, especially
True.
when they don't take a command of your corner and not let your homeboys catch bitch for you. Or if they do, tell them what to do. Give them proper
But I ain't
instructions.
gonna lie, man. Right. If a fighter don't listen, they don't listen. That's like got to be a connection between you and that person. All
I
right,
noticed that
that.
Matias took the center of the ring. But
Yep,
didn't throw
immediately.
one punch because that guy is backing him up. He's not allowing Matias to set and throw shots. He doesn't allow him to set. His whole fight, he's been pushing him off, setting him up with certain shots, just touching him. Even if he don't hit
Ain't
with
gonna
a
lie,
hard
bro.
shot,
This gonna
he
be a
touches
fight,
him
bro.
just to knock him balance. To be honest with you, it's just me being honest. I think Ponce could possibly upset this fight, only because his strategy is superior in my opinion. The fact that he's landing short shots and pushing them off balance and keeping them on the ropes, that right there is fucking a good game plan because this guy has horrible balance.
Yeah, you do.
What's up? Clip.
Okay.
Yeah. I had this fight 50-50 going in. What up, Clips?
My computer tripping. There you
go. Yeah, man. He's take control of him being on his back.
People always talk about the Tyson move where you hit somebody and turn it to an uppercut. They never talk about the reverse. This guy's doing the reverse. He touching them up top and hitting them hard to the body. It's just little things he's doing.
Yeah.
Matias did the first smart thing that he did in this entire fight, which is go to that guy's body. You got to slow down his pace. Yeah. Don't depend on him to slow it down. He might be in tremendous shape.
Okay.
He might be in tremendous shape. He might be like Marcos Maidana. Didn't Marcos Maidana throw like 1,000 punches in that Mayweather fight?
Yeah,
like
he threw a shitload of punches in every fight.
Yeah, you can't depend on your opponent always to slow down. Sometimes you got to help him, bro. Ooh. Now look, Matias is starting to open up because he's tired of this shit, bro.
He's tired of getting his ass kicked,
bro. Yes, he noticed these motherfuckers has no sign of slowing down, so he's starting to throw. And Ponce is getting a little reckless where he's not moving.
I ain't gonna lie though. We just see what he looked like in the 6.
You see that right there? Ponce is pushing him back. He just lies his shoulder in between them, splits his body, and pushes him back.
See every time Yeah, every time Matias gets on his back foot, he comes forward. See,
and he
boom.
steers
Yep. He
steers him because
uses
he's
front.
taking advantage of Matias's poor balance, and that's why I
Yeah,
said I
exactly.
think,
He's relied. He's putting too much weight on his back axis
and that's why I
instead of
think
it being neutral.
I think this might be an upset, bro. This
Nah,
might be a
good. Oh, good left hook, Matias.
he has a good,
Oh, yeah, there you
oh,
go.
Oh,
caught him.
Yeah.
Oh shit, let's
I ain't gonna
go.
lie, bro. Hey, man, this should be pay-per-view, huh? This should be
I
pay-per-view,
don't know
not the
about
other.
that. It's a good ass
I
fight.
don't know about that.
Shit. Well, how you know about that when last 4 or 5 pay-per-views Showtime had was just as bad as this, if not worse?
Yeah,
Come
I
on
don't
now.
know if I would have paid for
because
this fight. See, this
Niggas pay
fight
for
is a
pay-per-view
gem.
that's worth fight.
that's not how pay-per-view
No,
works.
it's a better fight than all the fights I've seen so far, bro.
This fight is a gem, bro. Meaning like everybody was suspecting the other guy Ponce to get knocked out, and he just started out fast and it turned into a good fight. But I mean, putting it on pay per view was no guarantee that this was going to be a good fight.
Yeah,
So I don't know about pay per view.
they put Tank, Hector, they put every fight that really don't be pay-per-view worthy on pay-per-view. I don't see what would be the difference.
Because literally, people have to know who you are for you to be successful at pay-per-view.
If you think people do Barrios, there's some Tank.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're doing pay-per-views to do pay-per-views, not because they're pay-per-view worthy.
Yeah, like I said, they could have did this. That's what I'm saying. They could have put this bitch over here. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have made money because nobody knows who these guys are. Like you guys didn't know
But
who
if
these
you watch
guys
this
are.
fight,
Shit,
bro,
they
That's
didn't
what
make money
it
they last
is.
pay-per-views they put on
That's what it
Showtime. That's the point. They lose money, period. Showtime.
let's
Why not go out with a bang?
Round three, let's go. Matias's only best punch. Matias's best shot of winning is landing after the guy doesn't move his head after combinations. He'll throw his combinations. He'll lay his head in the middle. He just has to land a hook. He has to catch and shoot in between those combinations just to slow him down. Because if he don't discourage this guy, well, this guy he's already dripping a lot of sweat and he's slowing down now. See, he's slowing down. His punches are more wider. See, right now that's what he has to do right there. He has to control the pace. Fight when you want to fight.
Okay, I see. Now he's throwing awkward punches.
Do what you was doing in the first rounds where you was taking advantage. Do you see that clubbing right hand that he throws, Piro?
Yeah,
like
I seen that.
It's like right hand.
Oh,
that's how you Triple G throws that same shot.
Yeah, the little corkscrew punch or whatever.
Yeah, it's how you get him. I call it the can opener punch. How you get him out that fucking
can opener
high
punch.
guard.
Nice.
Ooh, look at that body work, bro. This is gonna
Body
be
work, yeah,
bro.
beautiful body work.
Oh my goodness. Pinned him with his shoulder against the rope. Catch that, Puro?
Mm-hmm.
Ponce, I'm not gonna lie. Out of the two, I feel like that Matias is a harder puncher. But I feel like
he is
Ponce
a harder
has more
puncher
kick and skills, and he has a better game plan. Now, where the fight will end, I don't know. Ponce
yeah, he's a better combination puncher than Matias.
Back him up. See, continue to back him up. Fuck the headshot. Just go to the body.
Matias is still throwing arm punches.
See, he can't fight going backwards.
Everything in close quarters is all arm punches by Matias.
Yeah.
Where Ponce, he's getting leverage on all of his shots when he's on the inside.
If Ponce wanted to truly like just take over the fight, all he has to do is put that shoulder into him like he's doing and just throw uppercuts to the body. The guy has horrible balance and he can just take advantage of that. See that left hook? That left hook from fucking Matias, bro. That's his bread and butter, bro. Look at that. Look at that punch.
He can cut up in the change.
Ooh, let's go. Oh my goodness, bro. We're gonna see. Somebody gonna have to give, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, for real.
They can't keep this up, bro.
And if nobody gives, it's gonna be the fight of the year, I guarantee it.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be like.
And what it's looking like, I think Ponce gonna give up. From here, I just seen his little breathing from his mouth.
Know, bro. I mean,
I know. I see it. I see it. His face red out of his mouth. He finna be the one to give up first, Ponce. I guarantee you.
He's having success. He's the one having success, though. That gives you tons of energy.
No,
not really.
It does. Trust me.
Versus,
he don't want to get tired. Watch next round.
What's his name? Puro Mickey Ward versus what's the other guy's name? I'm having a brain.
Yep.
fart.
Look.
Which one?
Yeah, he got tired. Yeah. He got winded, bro. Yeah. I know what I'm seeing.
They both tired, bro.
I haven't seen
Ponce tired. I see even breathing out his mouth.
Look. They both tired. Watch. You gonna see them both breathing.
Ponce more tired though.
Yeah, they have to breathe. You know, that's the key to life.
No, but it's about how hard you're
I'm
breathing.
just joking. I'm just joking.
I know my shit, bro. So you ain't gotta talk. Listen, that dude's gonna get tired. I'm telling you. That's why the last 30 seconds. That's why the last 30 seconds he let Matias throw 2, 3, 4 punch combination on him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't punch up every second of every round, 36 minutes, bro. Nobody can do that.
Nah, nah. When he let
Shit,
that
they
shows
used
a sign
to.
of his
They
tired.
used to.
See, he don't move his head after he punches. Ponce don't. That's his
He's
flaw.
breathing more through his
That's
nose.
that's where he could get caught. But if he backs that guy up and just lands uppercuts to the body, little short
Like, look, he come
uppercuts,
to the center of the
it don't
ring,
gotta be.
so he's showing that he ready.
Oh yeah,
Matias
he
has
the
got a
entire fight.
mouse. Matias has got a mouse.
The
Right eye.
Yeah, see,
fight.
yeah, he was fighting two at a high pace.
Entire fight, Matias has took the center of the ring. Even when he did no punches in the first round, he was and he's throwing shorter shots. You know what Matias realized is that he can't win the fight going backwards. So he's trying to back him up. This
That
fight is going to
pace,
come
yeah.
a matter. This fight is going to be a matter of who can back who up. That's the thing
And
that's
really,
going to
who
win the
give
fight.
up first?
Two of those body shots are still vicious.
They are.
Oh,
I don't know. No. Oh my goodness, bro. Then he grabbed him. Then he grabs him. Look, he grabs him. He knows how to rest, bro. That's why I say he got more tricks. Ponce has more tricks than Matias. Even like
yeah.
right there, he put his head on the outside of his shoulder and landed an uppercut, and he held it where he in a spot where he couldn't see it.
What do they call it? Framing?
Yes,
Yeah,
framing.
elbow.
Right. Hey, now Matias is actually doing a good job now because he's taking a step to the side instead of going backwards and fighting.
And
He's
then he
taking a
using
step
his
to the
head
side.
to frame.
Lateral movement is always good.
He take a little small step to the side so the other
Yeah,
guy
moving his
falls
head
in. Because
one side to the other,
before that, Ponce was pushing him back,
catch a
pushing him
shot.
straight back, right?
Boom, there you go,
Now
stepping
look,
around.
now he'll take his left foot and he'll step to the side. He uses it to create angles. He wasn't doing that
Yeah,
before.
he slowed down.
Yeah, see, Ponce just did a mistake that he can't win the fight doing. He got into a talking match. Just to continue to work like you've been working. Don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
This fight is going to be
I ain't
the
gonna lie,
judge.
he's doing a better. Yeah, but he's doing a better changing his head slot and using his head for framing.
Ponce needs to go to the body hard.
He has been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like but you notice every time he go to the body pure, he get like a 30-second rest where the guy don't throw, and he's able to just muscle because he do so much in the first round. He needs a bigger break.
Ooh,
So that's what I would do. I
another.
would go to the body so I can get bigger breaks. Because when
got
you go to the head, when he goes to the head,
Yep.
those punches are blocked. So it takes
Yep, that pace went down. I knew it. Yeah, he slowed down from that third round
You think so?
for sure. Matias, I say yeah, Matias definitely got this round.
I don't know. It's pretty even to me, but I mean, I see Matias winning it though.
Yeah, it's hard to score. It depends on what you
Yeah,
like.
let's see how they got it, but
Because he's still out muscling, bruh.
Nah, not in this round. He's pacing.
I mean, he can't fucking
Ooh,
Matias
that
can't
was a
even
good
push
left
him
hook.
back.
Ooh, that was a good punch again. Oh yeah. Yeah, he secured that round right
Oh,
there.
that was a fucking shot. Oh shit! I think he might. I thought he had him hurt.
That's what he has to do. He has to do punches in bunches because Ponce clearly is the power throwing the power shots, and he clearly has a lot of tricks about going about landing it. So if he could punch him in between those shots, let his hands go, he could wear punch down because right there
you can tell like right, yeah, he's not even tired that much. Like he's breathing more through his nose. Matias. So
uppercut.
Boom, good framing. Good left
uppercut.
hook.
He didn't throw that. You notice he didn't wind that other uppercut up, and then look, he threw the shoe shine, and then he catches.
But then I see how he changed his head from the other side of the shoulder. Like he definitely adjusted, which is good. That makes you a great fighter once you can adjust.
Pure, if I thought is it Ponce or Fonce?
No, you said it, bro.
With a P. With a P.
Okay, if Ponce
Ponce, but you know, Ponce is.
If he gets knocked out or knocked down, bro, it's gonna be with a left hook. He doesn't keep his hand on the phone, bro. Like and he doesn't move his head after he punches. That's the only thing that he does
Yeah.
that's bad. The rest of the stuff he does,
Yeah,
he
see,
has
Matias is doing that. Exactly. He's moving his head now because he wasn't doing that in the first round.
See, look, put his head in his chest and work like Marcos Maidana, bro. He definitely watches Maidana, bro. There's no fucking way.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, he's like a legend over there.
See, even when he had his hand up, the left hook partially got through, bro. I don't know what it is about that hook, but he can't get away from that motherfucker. If I'm Matias, bro, I'm ending everything in left hook, bro. Everything's left hook, bro.
This is where Matias don't want to be, man. He's on the road.
Look at that, bro. Look at the uppercut, yo. Look how Ponce hides the uppercut out of his field of vision and you catch him with it.
I see it. No, since the first round, brother.
Yeah, he has a good trainer, bro. Only good trainers can teach you how to hide uppercuts like that, bro, in the inside. Especially,
I mean, that's all a fighting. You need one.
Yeah.
This style of fighting has to be taught properly.
Oh my, bro! I cannot believe they're still going at this fucking pace in the 5th round, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like they fighting how most of the South fighters fight. I don't know if there's like a proper way to fight on this side.
That many body shots normally slow people down, bro. They still fucking going at it like this fucking pace, bro.
Yeah, he's slowing down. I'm telling you, Ponce slowing down. It's just that 3rd round.
I think both are slowing down.
Nah.
I mean, to me, the pace hasn't really dropped drastically, but I mean, it wasn't like the first round where, like, definitely from
Ponce slowed down.
Yeah, he slowed down definitely, but he's not gonna keep
Ponce
up that rate.
Doesn't have the same snap on his shots in the first round, but who does? Like,
yeah, no, he came out. He came out strong.
Yeah, but I said that he came out super strong. That's why he don't have the same punch.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I think that's why he's still effective. He set the tone.
He set the tone. Step, Hero. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, That is a sign of getting tired, taking backward steps when they don't push you, when they don't take you there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That and the breathing, like I was saying, he breathed through his mouth. When I seen him do that, I'm like, yeah, he's getting tired.
Damn. Bro,
you can tell when fighters try to go back.
Oh shit! He got knocked down. Dude, that was coming. Knew that was coming.
5th round. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wow. Hey, I doubt. I think you're ahead of me. Let me see if I can fast forward.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he gotta be ahead for that.
I just barely got there.
Yeah, man, he slowed down. Now it's over. Now he in his killer mode.
I don't think so. It's not over, bro. It ain't
over yet.
It's gonna take a lot.
But it could be.
It's gonna take a lot to convince Ponce. I've never watched Ponce fight, but this fight showed me that Ponce has heart.
He got heart, but I ain't gonna lie, that right there took a lot out of him.
You ever see Mickey Ward versus Gotti, bro?
Yeah, but I mean, them dudes, they just they both were just really brawling fighters. But once Arturo Gotti fought Floyd, you seen that heart went away. It's just a difference of style. Them dudes are both just throwing wild.
That had nothing to do with that, bro.
Yeah, it definitely did.
The point I was making is you can't see a person.
Because after Floyd, after Floyd Arturo, it was like, okay, he couldn't take me more than punches.
Floyd was so far ahead of them in skills that it wasn't even a.
And his punching power.
It wasn't a question of heart.
Nobody.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, stop! What the fuck? Who stopped at the corner?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
oh my
bro.
God, bro!
Oh,
this is some bullshit. Who stopped this shit?
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised.
I didn't even see a towel, bro. What the fuck?
This is some bullshit.
Oh shit, pure.
Wow, bro, this is funny shit, bro. I just gotta laugh when this shit like this happens, bro. I'm sorry. I had such a fucking highlight, man. I was a Ponce fan. I was a Ponce. I just became a Ponce fan. Now I'm a Ponce hater. Man, fuck
bro, what the fuck went on? Did he get injured?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, shit. He was ready to go.
Did the refs?
He didn't want to take no more.
Bro, it's
I don't know.
And I still don't know who stopped the fucking fight, bro.
It don't matter, bro. The fighter ain't complaining, bro. He quit.
Yeah, I don't understand why they stopped the fight, bro. Like, I'm still confused, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Watch, he gonna be like, yeah, just he was a better man today. Yeah, you quit, motherfucker.
So the fighter stopped it. I mean, the fighter told him to stop it.
I mean, that's the only thing I could assume, bro. I mean, because come on. Like one,
The
it was like
doctors,
literally like the feet got caught up. He got hit with a good shot. The feet got caught up. Don't get me wrong. He did look like like fucking the shot hurt. But come on, it wasn't for fucking. Oh, that's it. It's over with. Nah, this is
bro,
for
he
the
barely
fucking
had a little bit of
title.
blood.
Like literally, like motherfuckers, you want to be champion of the world or what?
He barely had a little bit of blood, bro. Now I don't know what the fuck that was.
Nah, bro, he quit, bro. See, man, never trusted Argentinian, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. Fuck Messi. Fuck
Bro,
Messi.
you know what I'm hoping? What I'm hoping is the referee. I mean, not the referee. The doctor stopped the fight, or maybe the corner, because I see him shining the lights in his eyes. Okay, what transpired? Let us know. God damn, it's been fucking 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. He just shook his head.
I can read body language. Let me see.
Shit, so can I. That's why I said he was gonna stop. But you also convinced he was gonna keep going.
Yep.
I was.
That's a
And
quit.
he wasn't.
Fucking quitter.
It is what it is.
Nah, fuck that.
No, it is. It is what it is. That's you. Hey,
Nah.
he stopped it.
Man, that motherfucking shit.
They
Man,
just
it's
said
easy
it.
to
And you can ask Scott. I
It's
don't
easier
talk
to
about
say you're not in
boxers
the
like
ring.
that, bro.
It's easier to say you ain't in the ring when you taking a punch and shit.
Nah.
And yeah.
Hell
It's
no,
easier to say
bro.
you ain't in the ring.
Nah, bro.
Yes, bro. You in
Nah.
the ring, that's them punches hurt.
No
They
shit.
did. It's what they signed
Exactly.
up for,
No
bro.
shit.
Yeah, of course, but they sign up. But shit, them pitches probably start affecting him. On top of him getting tired, he wanted to take anymore.
He got tired, so he quit. Poor baby.
Both.
Jesus.
I
But no,
I mean,
congratulations to Matias though, because Matias, like this wasn't an easy cakewalk for him.
Oh no, for sure.
He just, nobody told
I
him that
just said that.
he had a pussy in front of him.
Now, a lot of fights like that be like really back and forth, and then he just slowly take over.
man, that was a good ass fight up until the point of the quit.
No, it was. Hell yeah. I wonder how you do against Progress.
I think Progress has a blueprint now of how to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he won the battle and might have lost the war.
Nah,
Yeah.
he's Tyler's. He earned it.
Oh no, he put on a good performance tonight, but it was just little things in there that, like, I'm like, Regis is a big guy too. He gonna try to use his size to push him back. He gonna watch this fight.
We're gonna have to meet, bro. You hear me, Scholar?
Huh?
We're gonna have to link up one day, bro.
Where you at? Like what
I'm
part
in
of-
Illinois.
Oh shit, bro. I ain't
Yeah, I know. Like
But
shit
shit,
with Chicago.
me and Pure, we always be talking about that. Like, if it's ever a big fight like Bud versus Spence, bro, I'ma definitely fucking
Man, what for real? You think that's gonna happen in June? No.
A big fight. Never heard of it.
Never.
Bro,
Shout out to my boy Mark.
I can't even. That shit has so much, like, I don't even want to touch it, bro. If it happened,
Yeah, I feel you. But shit, at least we get that little Tank Ryan. That's like a little appetizer, and then
That's gonna be a good ass fight.
uh-huh.
It's gonna be exciting either way.
It's some. Oh yeah, shit. We got next week, or not? 2-3 weeks. Plant and Benavidez. That's gonna be a good fight.
That motherfucker, like the left hook, he blocked it and it still got hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Matias must got bricks, bro. He must punch like Roberto Duran or some shit.
I think so. That's what I mean. It got to be that because I'm like, there's no other reason that he like to do something.
You looked at that knockdown.
Shit, it wasn't even off of a punch, bro.
None of those shots landed, bro.
Yeah,
except for the body.
No, for real. No, it's what it is. That's y'all. Well, I see it basically the same thing. Because Matias don't have no crazy footwork. a crazy like jab or nothing. It's that power, bro. And really like him being I ain't gonna lie, he's pretty decent inside fighter. Him chasing his head slots from the left side of Ponce's shoulder to the right. That's pretty good too. But yeah, that power, man, it shit got to be on some Roberto Duran level. Other than that, because if it wasn't, dude wouldn't expect it. He would have kept going.
I don't know, bro. Maybe fatigue made a coward out of him.
No, yeah, but I mean, I'm just talking about how this dude Matias fights always ends in knockouts.
What's his record?
19-19 now and 1.
I'm gonna have to check out his other fights, bro.
You know, this is my first time watching him, but a lot of his fights is just really close. Like they be back and forth like this, and then he end up stopping every opponent. It's weird.
Let me hear what this bitch ass motherfucker guy say.
Oh yeah, you good.
The corner knows me better than me, and it's better to.
The corner stopped it
earlier than it last, but I wanted to continue.
Yeah, you wanted to continue. That's why you protested. Come on, Lee Wood protested. You didn't do shit.
Surprised that he was able to adjust and
submission, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Sí, la verdad que Subriel, yo ya dije, es un boxeador muy fuerte, muy bueno. Sabíamos que iba a ser una pelea dura y bueno, hoy me tocó perder, pero le quiero mandar un fuerte saludo a mis hijos, a mi hijo, a mi novia, a toda mi familia, que estoy bien, que no pasa nada.
All I understood was family.
He said, I just want to tell my wife, my girlfriend, my kids, I'm okay. I'm gonna come home. We're going to Disneyland.
Trainer robbed him, bro.
Trainer.
He did.
Hey.
See, none of them punches landed. Only the body punch at the end, right there, the low blow.
Right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he did that like a little belt line shots.
The Tito turned to that special, bruh.
What? He finna hit him again. That's crazy. You see that?
Yo, Pierre.
You see that?
No, I missed it.
In the replay, it looked like they was like Matias broke from the referee and looked like he was gonna try to hit him again while he was on the ground.
Hey, yo, Pierre.
Yo.
Who you think he should fight next?
Oh, Matias?
Yeah.
Okay, we have fucking Regis would be good. You know, maybe unification that'd be nice. If not, you know, Barboza.
Yeah.
Call it? What's his name? Gary Antoine.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be a great fight.
That'd be a great fight.
Yeah, I got Matias beating the living shit out of him though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I can see that though, because that Bartholomew fight. I don't know if you seen that one.
Yeah, that it's just, and then, bruh. I mean, I don't. He's a good fighter, bro. He's just, I don't know. He could definitely win, man. I mean, I like Gary. Don't get me wrong. I like him. Actually,
no, I can see why you would say Matias. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. He was taking some shit from Bartholomew. That dude had a crazy puncher.
He's a really good boxer, though. He was outboxing him. He was definitely outboxing him. I mean, that fight's gonna be it's gonna be a fucking fast, man.
Let me tell you what that trainer did, bro. He
watched
this person who was undefeated get a title shot, train with him, work with him all this time, only to the first sign of resistance, his fighter went out. Now, of course, his fighter.
Hey, break it down. Hey, do a video about it, bro.
Of course,
I'm definitely going to do this.
You know what I mean? His fighter should be like, no, don't stop it. But the fact that his trainer even did that is just crazy to me, bro. Like, you're getting this business to be a fucking champion, bro. That's the only. Why else would you get in the box? Jake Paul is a YouTuber and he wants to be a champion because that's the whole goal in the get in the boxing. You pay the same.
Come on, now you believe he gonna do that?
He could.
Hell
was a champion.
True, you ain't. Hey, but see, I ain't gonna lie. I think Chavez. I mean, he grew up with his dad, so.
Chavez has skill. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not
That,
gonna like
but
big up him like he was his
I
father,
think
but
what
I
you said.
mean, like he's no
no, like
YouTube.
what I mean by his father, as in like you probably instilled in him, hey man, you gotta do some boxing or something around my house. You can't just be sitting here. So him probably every day having boxing in his life that influenced his career too. But Jake Paul, I think he a joke. I don't take him seriously.
I, I mean, like Chavez Jr. to me at least legitimized his career with that big Andy Lee win. I thought that one was
Hmm.
big. You know, it was like the biggest win. Like, oh my God, it's like
But no,
he can
yeah,
live,
it was,
he could eat off of that the rest of his life. But I mean, like, come on, Jake Paul isn't even a boxer yet.
no, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
You know. Well, whatever. I let him do his thing, man. I mean, it's like
No, yeah,
good
for
for
sure.
let him
Yeah, he
add
be the champion.
to the murder of American boxing. Go ahead.
Man,
Man.
let me tell you something, bro.
What's
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
bro?
I'm here.
Jake Paul brings eyes on the sport that wouldn't otherwise be on our sport without him, bro. Like
Mm.
he gave fighters the blueprint. Hey, you don't need the media. You don't need Showtime. You got something called social media where you can promote yourself. If Jake Paul opened a cooking show tomorrow, he'll easily have 1 million views. People want to know what he's doing, and these fighters won't take the blueprint and run with it. They still trying to go off the old model in a new generation. But as far as Jake Paul hurting the sport, man, that dude has did nothing but bless the sport from giving the
Excuse me.
women $1 million a piece, getting them both $1 million a piece to the giving the people on his card money, even though the fight didn't go through. Gifting the UFC, bro. All the UFC people who were supposed to be prestige champions in their own sport were all broke. He brought them to boxing and gave them $1 million paydays, bro. There's nothing that Jake Paul do, bro, that shows the demise of boxing in my eyes.
I think,
No, no,
I mean,
not the demise of boxing. I said the demise of American boxing
mm, yeah,
because
mean, he
he's taking
bringing
all the
some eyes.
casual eyes to
Yeah,
a
yeah,
heart.
yeah.
Because like I went to an
But
undisputed fight last year, and it was
uh-huh.
fucking half empty. Like so, whatever he's doing, it ain't helping out the real boxers. I'll tell you that.
I'm about to say that, yeah, it's only helping him. Like Tank said this about how, when you bring a casual fans, they're only gonna come to see you and not anybody else. So like if you doing that, that's good, but you're not doing that, like that's not gonna translate to all of boxing. And like he doing some decent numbers, but not no crazy numbers. Like he bringing some people though. But that follower, like for example, Ryan, like is Ryan bringing 20,000 plus people almost, or that's Tank? It's Tank, not Ryan. So
It's
like
both of them.
followers don't really mean.
Both of them.
No, 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 no. Tank the one did that.
Nah,
Ryan,
both.
he's 14,000, 15.
But I'm just
But
saying. I mean, like literally, like yeah, I get it. Like he did, like the last fight he did. But I mean, like literally, doing, they're both doing like bigger. Like
but if we
literally,
were
it's
to
Tank and Ryan, and then there's Canelo, and that's it.
nah, no, no, it's Ryan. No, it's not even Ryan. I'm gonna put Tank, definitely Canelo, Wilder.
Wilder ain't
Yeah.
putting. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, he definitely bringing people. What?
Yeah, when he
For
fought
sure.
Fury, yeah, when he fought Fury,
I mean, yeah, you can say they both beat each other if you would have had that. But I
yeah,
mean,
no,
even by himself, he can do good.
American boxing was
He bring
American
knockouts,
boxing
bro.
it had a little window for those three fights, but that's just over.
Yeah, but no, I can see what you mean, Scarlett. But I kind of, I don't. I think it's all a gimmick. I don't think he really bringing any numbers, really. He
And
ain't
it's
like
So
he's
not all
selling
his
so
out
fault, to
venues.
be honest. It's not
so
all his fault.
when
Trust
I
me,
when I say
that actually has
bringing
nothing to do with him.
when I say bringing numbers, I don't mean
Like,
because Jake Paul is in the sport of boxing that all of a sudden everybody's numbers is gonna go up.
I
When I
mean, like my
say
bad. Let me better. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
when I say bringing eyes, I mean people are gonna watch Jake Paul that wouldn't normally watch boxing. See,
True.
me and Puro talk about this all the time, man. I can't stress the importance of this. Even Bud tweeted about this shit the other day, bro, about the
Oh, he
amateur
did.
program. The grassroots program is what's killing boxing right now because the gyms are shutting down. There used to be a whole bunch of boxing gyms, like the amateur program. They're not pouring money into that. They were talking about actually getting rid of the amateur Olympics. All of this stuff is going to hurt our sport. The grassroots is where it's at. When you get a fighter that's the face of boxing, they normally inspire the younger generations. What I'm saying is, like, Canelo's probably the biggest fighter in the sport today, him and AJ, right? Canelo
Hmm.
will inspire other boxers. If Jake Paul becomes champion, he'll inspire more people than Canelo can reach, is what I'm trying to say. We haven't had that star like Ali that transcend the sport. Ali ain't been in the ring in what like 60 years, and people still his name still ring bells, still
I don't think he
recognizable,
transcended
like
like
he's still
that on
boxing.
my Ali level. Right. Yeah, I don't think he doing that. Nah, I don't. I just think he
Nah,
gonna come
I
a
get what
little
you.
bit.
That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because we
Mm-hmm.
haven't had that star,
It's
Jake
so long.
Paul, Canelo,
Right.
AJ, those together can fill the void. Is what I'm trying to say. Combine them together, they don't equal Ali per se, but they can at least get to that type of stardom combined. But as far as
Right.
Jake Paul hurting the sport, bro, I don't think you can say he don't help it, but I don't think he can hurt the sport of boxing, bro. Like now can he become champion?
I'm about to say
Bro,
that, yeah, and we looking
yeah,
deep because boxing's
bro.
already been corrupt. No, I agree because boxing technically is whatever happened to boxing, especially if you dig to the El Heyman Chronicles, whatever. Like boxing's gonna be corrupted and it's gonna shut down not because of Jake Paul. I know what you mean. So on a deeper level, yeah, he's not the problem, but I don't think he's helping it. Which I mean, shit, you kind of part of the problem as well. If you're not being a solution, I think he's just bringing new people. But people once he gone, they gonna leave with him. Once Jake Paul say Jake Paul lose hypothetically, which I think he'll lose, to Tommy. Uh, they probably gonna leave with him. Cause it ain't like
Bro.
he bringing like no crazy like 14,000 people. Like people watch him, but not as much you would think with the amount of followers he got.
I remember you asked me a question about the Tank versus Ryan fighting the numbers. It's all
Mhm.
demographics, right? So if you're a
True.
fighter like Deontay Wilder, let's say a majority of your demographics is like 30 to 40, those people are probably going to go out and buy fights and they're going to attend events. But if you got
Mhm.
followers 17 and 20, bro, you already know they streaming that shit. They ain't
I
paying
about to
for
say
shit,
that.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like and I need to, my bad for cut you off. I'm just add to that. I think that's what most people gonna do. They're not gonna come to see Jake Paul, like even though they should, like you would think all the followers, but they gonna be streaming just like shit. I would do, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just pay for it because I don't care. Why not? But yeah,
So so Jake Paul, like that's why a lot of his fights don't translate over to. But I mean, for him to give two women just from being on a promotional
no,
card,
no, yeah, I
besides
respect that
$1
support.
million,
Yeah.
bro, they got to be generating something, bro. That's crazy, bro. Nobody's ever did
No,
that.
I agree.
Nobody's ever gave a million to two women a piece. Like that was the first time that ever happened. So for him to come over and boxing and be giving that type of checks, bro, he got to be doing something. Like shit, Showtime ain't in the business of losing money, bro. But as far as the Tommy Fury fight, bro, Tommy Fury is fucking trash, bro. I watched like 3 of his
Yeah,
fights. He is
bro, they both.
garbage,
If
bro.
it, bro, come on. He's a little bit. He's way better to me fundamentally than Jake, though. Way
Bro,
better.
no, bro.
Yeah.
I watched I watched I watched 3 of Tommy Fury's fights, bro. And every single one of
Uh-huh.
those fights, I was like, bro, this nigga is garbage. Tyson Fury hogged all the good genes in the womb, bro. This nigga just had looks left. He was like, all right, take the
Hold
looks and
up.
beat. Yeah, nigga, that Tyson Fury was in the womb and he was like, I'm gonna take these boxing, I'm gonna take the height, I'm gonna take the athleticism, and then shit, that's it. And then Tommy Fury came after was like, I'll just take the looks because he is fucking trash, bro. I watched one of his fights, bro, and he had a guy in there that was like a bum that he was supposed to knock out, and he couldn't even get that guy out of there. I was like, this guy is trash, man. Like, yeah,
Bro, but you
Jake's
can't tell me he's not fundamentally like what he has to me more of a better jab. I mean, he understands somewhat this is more than Jake Paul. His guard may be trash, but to me, it's just he more solid, man.
man. His
Hmm.
overall his punch resistance is, bro. I'm talking about from the ground up when I rate Tyson Fury's brother, bro. If he was on a
Hmm.
video game, his overall rating would be a 30 to me, bro.
No, he would be low. No, that's a fact. If Tommy was on the game, you're right, he'd be low. Like
Bro, I'm not
just
impressed by anything he does, bro. Like even when this is why I was like, yeah, this guy is not the goods. Because most of your first fights are gonna be no hopers, guys that don't stand a chance, right?
no, it's true.
So
That you supposed to take
I
out. I
seen him in
agree.
the ring, I said, all right, he's in there with a no hoper. He should get his ass whooped, et cetera, right? I mean, the
Hmm.
guys, the no hoper should get his ass whooped. The no hoper in his last fight went the distance with him, bro. And I was like, Tommy Fury fucking sucks, bro. Like he could not get
Got you.
that guy out of there. He didn't show the fighter's heart. Like I just don't. I feel like he only lives by his name, bro. and
No,
that's one of my pet
that's
peeves
what
in
Jay Paul
boxing.
exposed in the. I ain't gonna say he exposed, but that's what his whole what you want to say narrative of pointing their face off was that you kind of just using the name, written the name. You
And
know.
let me tell you how smart Jake Paul is. His
Mm-hmm.
last opponent was popular in name and sucked in skills. That was Hakeem Rockman's son. He went and literally found the same opponent, popular in name, suck in skills. And everybody saying, "Oh, Jake, they're giving Tommy Fury a chance, and they're saying Jake Paul's finally fighting a real boxer." They're painting the narrative for Jake Paul to win. It's crazy, bro. They're putting themselves in the box because if they're saying before the fight, it's the first time he's fighting a boxer, Tommy Fury's gonna
Mm-hmm.
whoop his ass. He's gonna beat him. He's doing all this, and then he goes in there and gets knocked out by Jake Paul. Well, then you got to stand on what you said. If all those things are
No,
true and
I
Jake
agree.
Paul knocked him out, then Jake Paul is a
Uh,
legitimate boxer. And Jake Paul and his
oh, for
people know
sure.
that. Bro, he got Jalen Love in his corner and some other boxing minds. Those guys are fucking brilliant, bro. Like I realized that when they chose Hakeem Rockman's son, I was like, these motherfuckers are smart. And I realized they're smart, bro. They're gonna take a fight that appears on paper dangerous, but in actuality, Jake Paul has the advantages. Like they was gonna
Yeah,
drain
and
Hakeem
that
Rock.
Hakeem fight, right, right. I agree, but add more context. They were trying to raid drain Hakeem Rockman that as well, so that's why that fight really didn't continue. They were trying to have extra advantages, you know.
You know what I think, bro? I think Hakeem Rockman didn't never think he was gonna win that fight, and I think he needed an out, and that was an out, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I hear different. I hear it's more Jay because, like I say, it's a that clause they had. They want him to lose extra weight uh on the day of the fight. So it's kind of like misinformation. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I listen to Town Biz, and I don't know he deep into the inside of the boxing shit. So he know a lot about that. He go to fights, and he told me it was Jake Paul if anybody looking for an out because he had all these stipulations. But I can see your point. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. They Jake Paul, man. It's a gimmick, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's a gimmick, man. He gets tired, and at the end of the day, I don't know if he gonna last long, bro. Especially this fight 8 rounds.
What you're watching with Jake Paul is what happens when you get a fighter with
Mhm,
no amateur experience fighting. Like
mhm,
it would be equivalent of me and you being boxing promoters, and we just go to the local gym to a guy with no fights who just work out there, and we try to make him into a star. You would see the same thing. That he because he never had the amateur experience. Like that's why you see amateurs throwing wild punches, getting tired, all that stuff. They learn
true.
their bumps and bruises there. You're just watching Jake Paul doing it in a professional fight. He don't understand yet, distance. He don't understand yet. You don't have to fight every second of every round. He don't
Right, right. So
understand
you
yet.
think right,
So he's
right.
learning on
No,
the job. So that's what we're seeing.
exactly.
But as
And you
far
think
as
he
him
getting
being a
better?
legitimate boxer, bro, like
Uh-huh.
I don't want to overrate him and be like, oh, that motherfucker gonna be a world champion. But I can't underrate him either and be
Deny
like
him.
he's above,
Right.
bro. He's exactly where he should be for the amount of experience that he has.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I can't wait, man. You making me just when I see the fight, I'm gonna just hit you up, be like, "Yo, man, I'm watching it." Shit.
I don't know, bro. Is it on the zone?
It's on Top Rank actually.
Top rank. So ESPN.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, ESPN.
Oh
Yep.
shit, I could go live for that shit then. If it's on ES, I got
Mhm.
ESPN app.
Yeah, it's gonna be early too at 2
Oh shit,
p.m.
I'm gonna be out. Like I'm gonna be off, so I probably could do a live stream
Bet,
if anything.
bet. No,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I
I'm gonna make
probably
sure that I don't want to lie about it. Yeah, it should be 2. It's early because they're in
it's
Saudi
in Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia. Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
early. Yeah, yeah. I meant, bro. I bet on these fights, bro. If somebody came to me and was like, put a gun in my head,
Oh, I'm
you
about to
have to pick.
ask you there. So
I'm
are you betting on this or no? You just
nah.
like okay, okay.
If
No, that, I
somebody
see
gave
that. I
me a
see that.
stack and like put a gun in my head, you got to put it on the fighter, bro. I'm gonna put
Uh,
100% of the stack on Jake Paul, bro. That's how much I believe.
what? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. No,
I
I
don't
can
think
see
I
it.
don't,
I can
I
see.
don't think he's fucking with. I don't like I said, bro. I looked at Tommy Fury, bro. I almost, bro. That shit was awful, bro.
Yeah, it
His
was
skills are
bad.
awful, and I think
Yeah.
Jake Paul and his people they're just smart at what they do, bro. They literally went and found the same opponent, bro. When he first announced the fight with Hakeem Rockman, I said that then
Hmm.
I'm like, these motherfuckers are smart. When I think about Hakeem Rockman, I can remember Hakeem Rockman was on the episode of
Yeah.
Mayweather 24/7, and his brother had just got beat up by this guy, and he came into the gym. He wasn't even a heavyweight then. I think he might have been a fucking light heavyweight. And he came into the
Hmm.
gym and he challenged the guy, and I remember he beat the guy up, but he only beat the guy up because the guy was tired from beating his brother's ass. Because Doghouse, they don't do no breaks, so he only
Right.
stopped that guy because of that reason. And that's what I first remembered him from. And then he fought Kenzie Morrison, which is Tommy Morrison's son. And it was like the battle of the legends. I'm like, legends? What the fuck did these two fighters do to make them legends? Besides come out of their daddy's nuts, bro. Like, keep it real, bro. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's what I
did
probably
shit.
meant.
So when that fight, bro, Kenzie Morrison ended up knocking out.
No, you're right. Yeah,
Hakeem Rockman.
yeah,
I was like, bro,
that's
he
true.
was trash, bro. And
No, and I'm about to say that. Yeah, he's trash for sure.
the
I
next
seen.
fight I seen him in, bro. He was fighting Jake Paul, and I said, "Oh, these motherfuckers are smart." Like, bro, they
But I ain't
take
gonna
the name
lie.
of
Right,
they were fighting Hakeem Rockman Sr. because that's the
right.
only reason we know Hakeem Rockman Jr. So the fact
No,
that they
exactly.
picked him,
I agree.
they know it's going to bring eyeballs. It's going to legitimize Jake Paul as a fighter. It was just so many things that they were just so
They
smart
did promotion.
in selecting
Same
him,
thing
bro.
with this,
As
with the
far as
Fury
the
name.
pulling out shit, bro, there's no way I could believe that Jake Paul. See, if he had a history of it, I'd be like, all right, yeah, Jake Paul, he doing that to these fighters, but he didn't weight drain Anderson Silva, bro. He didn't weight drain it's a lot of people, bro, that he fought that he didn't do that. He don't got a history of it. Tommy Fury, bro. Tommy Fury is technically an A side too. He's not. He can't. Like, he not coming to the negotiating tables with nothing because he got the Fury name. So if he did it to Rockman, he would have tried to do it also to Fury.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, it's I have to show you a bit, but yeah, town bit. Like I said, that dude he covered it, But anyway, it's a video on YouTube as well where they're cutting weight, and he was saying, man, they were draining me, bro. Like, right, Rockman said this side that they wanted him to be at 185 or some shit. No, was it one? It was 190, something like weight where like he was gonna have to really, really be on a restrict diet, and the fight just kind of dropped.
I think Hakeem Rockman dad knew that they was trying to drain him from the beginning when they signed the contract, but he was gonna try to pull some slick shit and let Hakeem come in heavier and see if they just pay a fine or something.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. And that's exactly what they were trying to do.
They got the venue booked already. They're not gonna pull out the fight because we already got the venue booked. It's equivalent when Mayweather and McDonough had them glove issues. And remember, Mayweather like, put him in my shit or ain't gonna be no fight. Like, I don't need you. I'll cancel all this shit. Like, they figured Jake Paul wouldn't pull that like type of move. But when it came close to the fight, like, Jake Paul moved on without him, bro. Like, I don't need you.
See,
and that's when Hakeem Rockman started saying scared, and it's like, bro, he was gonna knock out, bro.
I mean, if that was the case, I don't see why he would have just pulled it out over a couple pounds over. I mean, it wasn't like Jake Paul was gonna blow up to 190 something. He a cruiserweight, 200, you know. So, but no, I can see your point though, bro. Because at the end of the day, you got a boxing eye as well. I don't think Fury that trash like Rockman. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that Rockman and that football player Greg Hardy, he's way worse to me Rockman than Tommy Fury is. Rockman Jr. So, but yeah,
man, I forgot all about the football player fight, bro.
Yeah, bro, he lost to him, bro. He lost to a football player.
People was like, upset. I'm like, it's only an upset because y'all are going off his daddy's work, bro. He's not his father. He's not his dad, bro. Like, this guy has did nothing in the sport of boxing to even make you think that he could even be remotely close to what his dad did. So why are we giving him all this ton of praise, bro? I just didn't understand it. But like I said, bro, like, I feel like they just replaced that opponent with the opponent they got in Tommy Fury. And bro, and I'm willing to bet, bro, that he going to sleep, bro.
What? Yeah. Keep this live up. I got Yo, you funny, bro.
Yeah, I think he's going to sleep, bro. What's up, Soul Rebel?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's the topic of conversation, man? Good show.
Man, we were just
talking about Jake Paul. Yeah, we just ran it pretty much.
Talking about Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Who you got?
You know what? Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say that surprisingly, Jake Paul got a nice little punch on him, right? For what it's worth, I could say he has good power. It hurts me to say that as a boxing fan, like, oh, he's got good power. No, he's got a nice little punch on him. And if Tommy Fury really gets his shit together, right? Because everybody's got weak opposition when they only have 6 fights. Like he's only got 6 fights, so we can be like, "Oh, Tommy Fury ain't shit." That's fine, but everybody with 6 fights ain't got shit. If
I
Tommy
agree.
Fury, if Tommy Fury does his thing with the heavyweight champion of the world in his ear, I mean, honestly, he should outbox this guy,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. On paper. I mean, my bad for cutting you off. Yeah, yeah.
no, you're good, man, and I really mean that. Like, the
Me
kid's
too.
got the kid's got the size, and he's been
Hmm.
around boxing long enough. So I hope Fury gives him a boxing lesson, bro. But at the same time, like, you know, that Jake Paul's been doing good for himself. But you got to look at it, right? Like a 50-year-old Anderson Silva, and the last, his opponents are like cool. They're cool, but they're not, they're not what they're made out to be, right? Like Woodley and Silva,
Hmm.
one's an MMA fighter, one's a very old, like, guys who fucking with boxing, Anderson Silva. So nah, man, I think I want to see Tommy Fury whip his ass. If you want to know what I want, like, I would love to see him just beat the fuck out of,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
no.
what I
But
want.
yeah, you're
It seems as though we have a debate going on here.
yeah, yeah. I'm kind of on that same thing as far as like what you everything you said, bro. Like with was all at stake, the boxing pedigree of his family and his brother. Like, he should win this, but that don't mean because you should win something that always happen. But I mean, bro, come on, man. Like, come on, hey, my man said he gonna get sleep, bro.
Man, I know y'all. Did y'all see what I posted to my timeline of Tommy Fury's opponents, their combined record?
Yeah, and they were like I had at least probably 100+ losses, some shit. Let me see. Hold on.
Bro, that shit is bro.
No, it's
So
bad.
so I get it. Jake Paul I call Jake Paul the fucking MMA slayer, bro.
It's
He
bad.
gonna find an
That's
old
for sure.
motherfucker in MMA and be like, "Hey, you wanna fight?" So I get that aspect of it, but at least they were champions on the world level, bro. Like these guys that Tommy Fury, bro. When they say taxi cab drivers, these motherfuckers got to be part time Uber, bro. There's no fucking way. Like
Man,
if they're not, their
yeah.
friends
But
and family don't love them, bro. Somebody need to tap 'em on the shoulder, and be like, "Hey, bro, you got 100 losses. Bro. You got to hang it up. You don't even have
And
30
you're
wins."
right. And you're right.
but
His first 6 fighters or 8
right,
fighters, it's garbage. But at the end of the day, he is undefeated. They are professional boxers with licenses, and
no, yeah,
the competition gets better and better if you
yeah,
can
yeah,
continue to win.
yeah. But I ain't gonna lie. Like, I want to ask you, what's your name, bro? Not you, Scott.
Soul Rebel, man, Soul Rebel.
So right, yeah, yeah. So Rebel. So do you think, from your honest opinion, like who you think who's more fundamentally sound, Jake Paul or Tommy to you, or do you think that doesn't matter in this fight? It's like,
No, it's a good
uh,
question. It's a good question.
mm,
All right, so it's a difficult question because it's like
they both
how
kind of
many
on
how
par.
many Jake Paul fights have I really locked in on? How many fucking Fury fights have I really locked in on?
Right,
As
right.
far as Tommy Fury goes, but no, Tommy's probably the more organized boxer. But I will say, if I were to rate Jake Paul, I think everything's pretty bad up until the Silva fight. Believe it or not, I thought he actually looked like a fighter. I thought he looked like a professional boxer when he fought Anderson Silva. So, you know, I think it's about even, bro, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm, got you. Are you gonna watch it, or you don't care to watch it?
Believe it or not, I'm excited to watch it. Like
Yeah,
Jake
that's what I was
Paul's,
just telling Skylar.
yeah. Like I am excited to watch it. I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
watch it. But
yeah.
what it is, it's that conventional belief that you don't play boxing. Like
No, right. Mm,
even though Tommy Fury has never won over the hardcore boxing fans as far as like being this proven excellent fighter. Yeah, he hasn't won anybody over on that regard. But I know for a fact that like he said, he's been legitimately boxing. Look, man, I'll put it like this. When they're having their face offs and they're talking that shit, they're both saying what is heavy on their heart. One thing that is heavy on Tommy Fury's heart is that I've been around boxing. I fucking box. Like I fought hard to be a boxer. You may not like my record, but I am a boxer. So I believe him. You know what I'm saying? I believe that he's probably the more sophisticated fighter when it comes to him. And what the other kid has going for him is he's got a good knockout punch. And it seems to me that knockout punch might bother anybody, and that's the special thing about Jake Paul. So no, I don't think on a boxing level that he's as good as Tommy. I think Tommy's probably a little better. Take that for what it's worth. But Jake Paul's got real power in that fucking. It's not a straight right hand, but it's kind of like maybe it's a right hook or a straight right hand, something in between. And it's got really, that's my
I
piece,
feel that,
man.
bro. No, yeah, I appreciate that piece. Yeah, man. Hopefully my man Scholar, he said he might go live for tomorrow. Hopefully do too then. Shit, man. Maybe if you stop by, but yeah, I'm definitely checking it out. Hey, bro. So it's a KO, right, Scholar? It's a KO, right?
Y'all can hear me, right?
I can hear you now.
Jake got
Oh,
options,
man.
bro.
No, I'm asking you. It's gonna be a KO, right? As you had said.
I think Jake got options, and I think Jake is not a fighter who goes for the decision. He's gonna go for the knockout.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that
it's
when
really
I
crazy.
said, man, I watched Tommy Fury's last fight, and I felt like one of my biggest pet peeves in boxing is when they give a fighter a ton of credit based off of their association to somebody else great. Like, hey, we got Muhammad Ali's grandson. Okay, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
What, like, rarely do you see in the history of boxing where a father was great and the son was also great. You either see where the father didn't live up to his potential and the son did in the Floyd Mayweather case, but you rarely see the combination of two. I can't even think of one throughout the
You're
history, and the sport's been around for a long time. So with
you
that
are
being said, like
yeah.
Tommy Fury Tyson Fury was in the womb and he took the athleticism, he took the boxing, he took the height, and then he left out of the womb and he left Tommy Fury with the looks. And that's what Tommy Fury is. He's a model that's popular in name. I don't see him doing anything. Like when I rated his skill set, I was like, he is not a good fighter. I don't know what people see in Tommy Fury, but
I
hey,
see that. I can right. I can say the
I'm
same for
excited to
Jake.
see the fight too.
Right. I can say the same for Jake. Honestly, I'm telling you,
Well,
bro.
another way to look at it too is the fact that, and the guy makes a really good point. Like, the guy makes a really good point. Is he going to be as good as Tyson Fury? Probably not. But
Right.
here's the funny thing. Yeah, if you rate Tommy Fury's opponents, they're pretty much trash. But if you look at Tommy's 6 fights, trash or not, it's not like he's been in duress or has been in trouble in any of those fights. Like he's done good for the fights that he's had. And there's just a big question mark on him right now. You know what I mean? Like, to say he's a bad fighter or that he's never going to live up to Tyson Fury, that's fair enough, but it's also hella early, right? Like,
Yeah, hello, yeah, I can say.
yeah. So that's my opinion on that.
But nah, no, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. My man go, hey, I already know if that shit happens, they probably not come over, man. I ain't gonna hear the end from Scholar, man. Yeah. Man. Let's see. Yo,
Y'all
what's
hear
the
me?
odds? I can hear you now, yeah.
Look, man, if y'all don't listen to nothing else I say, man, one thing I did, bro, I learned my lesson early in boxing. I learned my lesson early in boxing, bro. I remember when I loved Roy Jones, right? And I remember
Right.
Roy Jones fought Calzaghe. And I loved Roy Jones, bro. That was my favorite fighter, bro. And I can remember watching Roy in the gym hitting the back. I'm like, yeah, Roy's back. He's going to beat the shit out of Calzaghe. Like, and I believe the hype. The hype was selling it that Roy is now focused. And I remember all this bullshit that had nothing to do with the fight. That taught me how promotion works. They can't go out there and say the silent part out loud, like this guy has no chance. So they have to fish for shit. Some of the shit don't even have nothing to do with boxing. Like, he's a great father. You're like, what the fuck does that have to do with boxing? So one thing I learned about hype, man, is so every fighter, when they first fight their fights, bro, is gonna be bums. It's gonna be people that no chances, right? No chances, right? Tommy Fury in his last fight with the no chancer, bro, he didn't struggle, but he didn't dominate either. And it's like he was aware that he was in there with a no chancer, and his mental makeup wasn't that of what I see out of Tyson Fury. Because John Fury, I seen John Fury get knocked out by Henry. I can't say his last name. The African guy. What was it?
Okay.
Henry Azakabawe or some shit like that. I seen him knock cold by that guy, but he still fought. Like, he still had a fighter spirit. So does Tyson Fury. Tommy Fury does not have that shit, bro. What's up, girl behind the mic?
Got you.
So I don't know what time the fight's gonna be tomorrow, but hey, Soul and my other bro, y'all gotta pull up, man, because I'm probably gonna be live, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to tell y'all, man. Like, don't believe the hype, bro. I've been watching this shit too long, bro. They will hype a fighter up.
Dude, so you don't think it's hype around Jake though?
It is, but the power is real, bro. So this is what I know about Jake Paul. He has Jay Leon Love in his corner and experienced boxing minds that know the sport of boxing, right? And they carefully choose his opponents, and they make sure he has weight advantage. They make sure they even weight drain his opponents because they've been around the game of boxing for a long time. There is no fight they're going to put him in where he doesn't stand a 50 to 60% chance of winning. So all they did was, when the Hakeem Rockman fight fell out, they went and found an opponent that was similar in name and popularity and just replaced him with that. And they're going to say, like, when Jake Paul beats him, you know what they're going to say? He finally fought a real boxer. He dominated. He's going to get a ton of credit and no criticism because people are giving Tommy Fury a chance before the fight. Because you can't turn around after Jake Paul beat him and make him nothing. So this fight is just a win-win all the way around for Jake Paul. I don't see Tommy Fury winning if it goes to decision. Like, Jake Paul's going to win this fight, bro. And I think he might even win it by knockout.
Man. Wait a second. You hold on. You made some good points, but there's something. I just got a small rebuttal. Okay, so like, for sure, Jake Paul's better chance to win the fight is by knockout, because going the full 8 rounds would probably favor Tommy Fury, bro.
That's
and
what
like I said, man, like I respect your opinion. I really do. Like, it could totally go your way. I respect your opinion, but at the same time, man, like, I don't know how Jake Paul has such a big advantage against a guy who's actually been in 8 professional boxing matches. Yeah, maybe they were tomato cans, but don't underestimate the fact that his older brother is Tyson Fury. This guy's sparring with Fury. This guy's sparring with Fury's sparring partners. Yeah. So, just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
so you see what you did, bro? All the chances that you gave him all went back to Tyson Fury, bro. That's what I mean by the name association.
But it's real, bro. It's not like this is a distant cousin. They're in the same camp.
I got what you mean, too. I got what you mean. I'm going to add to bring a better context with Scholar. He actually has got the rounds in, though, professionally in the sparring. I don't think Jake Paul got much of that other than sparring. He hasn't went no full distance in fights because he hasn't fought professionally that long as Tommy Fury. So that does count for something. You actually get them rounds.
He said,
not to mention the fucking pride that comes from that family. The fucking pride that comes from that family. Like, that kid does not want to lose that fight, dude. Like, he's gonna fight, bro.
Yeah, he got a lot to prove too. I ain't gonna lie, because I mean, they pretty much, he kind of like the black sheep of the family, I believe.
Carrying the Fury name, people just whitewash that, but it ain't a joke. It ain't a joke. In the gypsy culture, it's a fighting culture. Like, you don't fuck around and go in there and just get your ass whipped, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, I think it's a toss-up fight. I can see why dude would think the kid with the momentum is gonna win. I can see why he believes that. I kind of feel the same. But Tommy Fury's had 8 professional bouts, and his brother is a heavyweight champion of the world, and his father is the trainer of the heavyweight champion of the world. Shit.
Somebody said Tommy fought a guy with 30 losses and 0 wins.
No, true. I just think them rounds still count for something. But hey, Scholar, I'm definitely gonna tune in, bro. I got you. I'm glad I tuned in today. So
this is what I'll say to that, right? With Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury's not going to take one punch for Tommy Fury. So it's irrelevant to mention him. Like, there's been guys that lost with Emmanuel Stewart in their corner. Customato. No greater minds than those two, right?
Facts.
So with that being said, I just don't. Not that I think Jake Paul is great. I just think
momentum.
the people that handle him are.
Yeah,
and
that
they're smart.
No, he is too. Like, no, bro, what you saying is that matchmaking, it should work for him, but I think it's gonna backfire this time. That's all. That's my whole piece. I don't know about. So I think
That's a
so.
possibility.
Piece as well. I think
No, I actually really value that guy's point because he's right. They do matchmake him correctly, but like I said, Tommy Fury does have an undefeated record. He's got 8 professional bouts. And he's got a boxing family in his corner. So like, yeah, that's a real fight. That might be Jake. Dude, the way I see it, if I'm keeping it real, the way I see it is Jake Paul's got a really the stronger chance for Jake Paul is in the early half of the fight.
I agree.
If I was the Furies, I'd be like, dude, just let him burn himself out. This is boxing. That motherfucker will burn out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's how I'm like Scholar, bro. He gets tired, bro. Like,
let that motherfucker burn out. You a boxer? Let's go to the late rounds.
Man, that shit gonna get him, bro.
It's not like Tommy Fury's a small guy, bro. All he got to do is keep that guard up, let that shit go into the late rounds, and then apply pressure later on.
Y'all there?
But what do I know, man? That, I've been wrong more times than I can count, bro. Dude, the way boxing goes, that shit could be over in 1 round, bro. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know in boxing. But
I think what I said a while ago, you misunderstood. If I say if it goes to the decision, Jake Paul wins, what I mean is he's the favorite to win.
Yeah. Right. No, yeah, man. Like, they're not trying. Yeah. Let's keep promoting this kid. If it goes to the cards, yeah. No, for sure. You're right about that. You are right about that. Who do we make more money off of, Jake Paul or fucking Tommy Fury? Nobody. That shit goes to the cards, bro. Don't let it go to the cards. That's a problem.
I don't think bro. If they're talking about giving Jake Paul a WBC shot, there's no way that they're gonna rob him again. I mean, not rob Tommy Fury if it goes to a decision. There's no scenario in which Tommy Fury wins. He don't have enough power to get Jake Paul out of there. And then I don't know if he has a little bitty neck, bro. That stuff like this matters, bro. Could he absorb the punch that Jake Paul lands, bro? It's a lot of different factors to where I'm like, I don't see no path to victory for him, bro.
The second thing you said, I think he can handle Jake Paul's punch, probably. I mean, if you look at Tommy Fury, he's fucking solid. He's pretty fucking solid. But as far as Tommy Fury having no power and being very lackluster, I can't argue with you. That shit goes to the cards. Jake Paul's hands being raised, and it's not even necessarily going to be like fixed. Like, they're going to raise Jake Paul's hands because Tommy can't float through this fight, bro. He can't just float through this fight.
If Tommy Fury wins, put it like this, bro. If Tommy Fury wins, bro, I'm gonna make this like upset of the year already, bro.
Okay, I'll cool with that. You're probably right, dude. Maybe I'm not looking at it quite as I should be. I'm down with that. That's all right.
What's up, Scholar?
What's up, Rob G?
What's going down? Hey, man, bro, I never really paid attention to Tommy Fury's record, bro, but I never seen that he fought someone that was 0-115, bro.
Yep.
0-35, bro.
Yeah, he fought somebody with 0 wins and 30 losses, bro.
That shit is crazy because I seen you made a post, like it was like a couple days ago. It was like I don't even got to break it down. And you look at his record, it's like, damn, bro, I didn't even pay attention to that. But because I heard someone saying earlier, it's like with the bloodline. I forgot what they said, but they said something along the lines of like, well, it's within their family, like to
It
fight.
is.
Yeah,
Correct.
but I'm yeah, okay. So in my opinion, I don't like. I think
I lost.
it's within Tyson Fury, but not within
I'm
Tommy.
just saying there's variables. That's all I'm saying is there are variables you got to look at. Like to say that it doesn't mean something is a fallacy. Dude, trust me when I say that it means something that you have the heavyweight champion of the world and the trainer that trained him as your father training you to be to beat a novice fighter. Like it does matter. It may not matter that much. I could be wrong, but it's more good than bad. And a lot of people don't look at shit like that. Like I look at things really meticulously in that way. To whereas like having Tyson Fury fucking whispering in your ear, this is how you beat him. You want to fucking beat Jake Paul? This is how you beat him. Don't think that's not happening because it's happening, So that might play a factor.
No, most definitely. You definitely have a very good point, and I agree with you too. I think like it's definitely a plus to have those people in your corner, especially a heavyweight champion. Not just the heavyweight champion, but shit, one of the greatest heavyweight champions of this generation. Like I definitely agree with that, but at the same time, like I don't know, like I guess we'll just have to see
Yeah.
tomorrow, man. Like I just don't know if like it's gonna happen.
Well, you know that Jake Paul's got the momentum and he's got the knockout and he looks more impressive in his fights. So how can I knock you? You're not wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right,
I
and
mean,
I
I don't know
definitely
if that's what you're saying, but I feel that too.
right, and I definitely agree with what Scholar was saying, bro. It's like he said, man. Jake Paul, he has power. I think I think he definitely has power. So we're gonna see tomorrow.
I see Jake
I
Paul
just
landing
like,
that right hand on Fury.
Yeah, I see that too, my brother. I see that too.
Like if I say, okay, let's just say that I'm playing devil's advocate against myself, and I say, okay, I'm rooting for Tommy Fury. What path? If I was going to give him a game plan, what game plan would I give him, bro? And I'm like, well, I definitely wouldn't tell him to go to a decision. I
right,
definitely wouldn't tell him that because he's gonna get robbed. And I'm like, well, does he have enough power to knock him out? And I'm like, he doesn't, bro. Like, I don't see the path to victory. I think it's slim to none for Tommy
Right,
Fury. And I think that
yeah,
the people that managed Jake Paul, they knew that when they chose Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, because Tommy Fury is literally the same guy Hakeem Rockman was, a guy that's popular in name, but with no
right,
accomplishments.
right. He's connected to greatness, just like his father was, just like Tommy Fury is connected to greatness with his brother is. But at the same time, it don't necessarily mean it resides within him. Even though, like the brother was saying that was talking earlier. I'm sorry, what's your name, my brother? The other one,
so rebel.
So Rebel, just like So Rebel.
Is he still talking? I can't hear nobody. Is
No, it went quiet for me too as well.
Rob G, you went out, man. We didn't hear the last
Hey,
point you
can you
made.
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I don't know, my phone like it shut off. Okay, so what I was gonna say is like yeah, it definitely like plays a factor like with those people in his corner, but at the same time, like those people aren't in the ring fighting for him. Like exactly like you said earlier, Scholar. Like Tyson Fury ain't gonna take no punch for Tommy Fury. So I mean, you can have all the people in your corner at the same time, but your corner ain't fighting for you. So I don't know, man.
Okay. No, and that's good. I can't help but like want to kind of revert back to the fact that he has had 8 professional fights. Like he knows how to box. The people in your corner is just a variable,
Right,
but
right,
his
right.
his defense might be a little sharper than a 47-year-old Anderson Silva. Like having that knowledge in your corner is nice, but in general, Tommy Fury's solid. He's undefeated, and he hasn't looked great in his fights, but he's won every fight. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think the edge goes to Power, but the way I see the fight, y'all were talking about the way the fight go down tomorrow, right? So the way I see the fight, bro, is I think that the white boy looks really good for the first 2 rounds, and if that
Which
Fury's really
one?
fuck man, what's his name? Jake Paul, Jake Paul.
It's mayonnaise
So Jake
mayhem
Paul,
tomorrow.
so Jake Paul looks really good for the first 2 rounds, and if that Fury camp has any brains at all, they will tell him to fucking endure the first 2, 3 rounds of the fight and get him out of there later. So I think he gets to looking sloppy. But the problem is that I'm not so confident in Tommy Fury that he's gonna fight like a smart boxer and do that. I kind of feel like Tommy Fury might play his game and get knocked out, right? So like, that's my issue, man. Is I feel like if Tommy Fury played it right and just fucking let Jake Paul do his thing for the first few rounds, I think Tommy Fury get him out of there later, and that's how real boxers do. Look at Mayweather. I mean, I know it's a major jump, but Mayweather and Zab Judah, there's a lot of good. All you got to do when you fight a novice fighter is really take him into deep waters. And if Tommy Fury's gonna talk that shit, well, I'm a real boxer. I'm a real boxer. If you're a real boxer, then that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take him into deep waters. If
Right.
he's a little dangerous, then let him be dangerous early.
Okay, so check this out. What you're saying is you talk about taking Jake Paul into deep waters and seeing if he gets sloppy later. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the way. If Tommy's gonna win, I think that's how he should do it. Is let dude throw himself out in the first 2, 3 rounds, and then he's gonna be pretty basic. His truth will come out after
Well,
the
see,
third round.
okay, so I may have a completely different perspective on this, but the way I
Cool,
feel
man. Go
about
for it.
it, so what I think about as far as that, I don't think he's gonna gas out. I think he's has a lot of determination and a lot of tenacity within him. So what I feel is like is and like I said, this is a different perspective as far as has nothing to do with boxing, but just has everything to do with life. And I feel like Jake Paul is a very successful person, and to be successful, you have to have determination, you have to take risk, and you just be completely dedicated. And that's within just in anything in life is to be successful. And when you apply those same principles within anything you do, I feel like you will be successful. And I feel like Jake Paul is fit for that. You know what I'm
He
saying?
gets it. Like he already gets it, man. He knows it. Yeah. No, that's a
Right,
good
right.
point.
So
He
so
knows
so
what the
it's like
fuck to do.
and like I said, man, that's just like with anything. Like if you want to go start a lawn care business, it ain't gonna be good in the beginning, but you keep that same tenacity and you keep that dedication, you're
Builds
eventually gonna
up.
make money. You want to start whatever business, a clothing business, within anything. And I feel like he has that dedication to be successful because he's already proven that. And I think that
You know what?
characteristic is gonna play out into the ring because I feel like he's been very dedicated to this
You,
boxing game.
you
I'm
know
not
what you
saying
made
that
me
he's
just think about, bro? You know what you made me?
so
You made me think about the fact that even though I feel that Tommy's a more true boxer, fucking Jake Paul has been on the big show. You're basically telling me he's got the experience at this point. Like he's got the experience, bro. He's been on like the big show
right,
multiple
right, right.
times now.
Well, that I
You
mean that
and you can't do that
yeah.
without that dedication, without that like knowing what you're doing, taking it
Ro-
one fight at a time. Yeah, no, that plays a fucking it plays a role, bro.
Rob G touched on a very important part that slipped my mind. The fact that
I didn't mean to cut
Jake,
you off, by the way, my boy. Sorry, man.
yeah, he made a good ass point, bro. I get what you got our wheels turning. The fact that he said what he said, Jake Paul does not have to box, bro. The fact that he had that one fight with KSI, he could have retired after that. But he rededicated himself and he's slowly, gradually becoming a real boxer, bro. And he's already a millionaire. So the fact that he's able to dedicate himself to a sport that he doesn't need financially shows that he has some dedication. That's a good point Rob G made.
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
it's not just within boxing, but like I think it's like within life because, like I said, like him being a successful YouTuber, that takes a lot of dedication. Him being within Nickelodeon or Disney Kid, whatever he did, that takes dedication. And then that goes within anything in life. To be successful within anything, it's
You
going to
gotta
take an
watch
amount.
out for that.
It's
He
going to
knows
take an
what's up.
amount of dedication, tenacity, risk, and just the willing to deal with adversity and keep going. And I think that that's going to play out in the ring. And this goes to a quote from Mike Tyson, to where he said, like, the way you fight your fight is the way you live your life. And I think with what's his name, Jake Paul, the way he lives his life is going to be the way he fights his fight.
You know what? And you got to give credit to the kid. There is something going on behind the scenes. You know, when he's one thing that's interesting is when they're having their face off and he's talking his shit. Some people could consider it very adolescent. There is a confidence to Jake Paul that you can't look past. There is just something about him that gets under your skin because you're like, he knows that he's gonna do it, right? And like you said, man, there's a remedy. He's got a remedy going. He's got a flow going. Really, the pressure's on Tommy. And don't get me wrong. Like I said before, I think that Tommy's gonna pose some issues. We got an actual boxing match on our hands. But when it comes to fighting, bro, it's about who's hungrier, who's got a bigger mission, who's got bigger vision. That's Jake Paul, and that's Jake Paul all day, bro. On that one, over Tommy
Right.
Fury, dog, over Tommy Fury.
That's kind of, yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was getting at as far as that, because, like I said, man, it takes a lot to be successful in anything you do in life, and I think that's going to play over into the ring, and I think Jake Paul is going to prevail, even though
No,
he
it's a cool breakdown, man. It's a cool breakdown because a lot of people give Jake Paul a lot of shit. He gets past Tommy Fury and beats him, he knocks him out or something. Hey, we got ourselves a YouTube boxer that's more famous than the best boxers in the world.
Oh, hold on now, slow down. Put your brakes
For
on.
real though, I
I
hate
wouldn't
to
say
say
that.
it.
I wouldn't say
No,
the best boxer in the world.
not the hardcore fans, but like if Jake Paul keeps doing this, he's getting every bit of notoriety that the big boxers are getting now. Just as almost the same. He's got a huge following.
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
I
Hey, I
don't know
didn't hear
about
that
that
sound
either,
by
bro.
Scholar.
That was fucking what you call it with that weird ass laugh, bro.
Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard.
Leonard.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, bro.
Nah, all good.
So on the flip side of that, bro, I think there's another point I didn't think about. Tommy Fury has fought and retired and fought and retired. With that Fury name that people give him a chance with, has it worked against him to the point where he don't put his heart and soul into boxing? Because this fight was supposed to happen, what, like 3 years ago? He's not as dedicated to the sport as Jake Paul is. So if there's ever a crunch situation where he gets hurt, does he have enough grit to get past that moment?
Right, that's what I was about to say. Grit. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you applied two things there. He does claim that he had legitimate reasons for not fighting him, right? One was a broken rib, one was not being able to go over to the country. I'm not saying that those are true claims, but let's hypothetically say that they are. He broke a rib, so the fight got canceled, and then he couldn't even cross over to America to fight in the venue that the fight was set up for. So, I think I'm not so sure that means he's lacking dedication or he don't got the heart to fight. He said that that's why.
Hey, Scholar. So you said he had retired 3 times.
I want to say, I'm not for sure, but I know he's retired once, but I think he has retired 3 times.
Tommy Fury?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I'll fall back if that's true. I don't know. How do you retire when you just start your career?
I know he was like some kind of star or some shit like that on some reality television.
Yep.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. I think what I always say, bro, like that. Hey, that's one of my big. I don't have a lot of pet peeves in boxing, but that's one of my biggest ones. Is when a guy who's gets to skip the line because of name association. The same shit they get mad at Jake Paul for, I get mad for with boxers, like real boxers. Like we have Muhammad Ali's grandson, and then he gets to skip the line for everybody. Tommy Hearn's son box, Julian Jackson's son box. There has rarely been. Like I said, I can't even think of one. I'm gonna have to Google this shit. I'm gonna have to do my research when we get off of here. I can't
know
think of
too.
any.
I know two.
Go ahead.
There's two I know. Fernando Vargas's son is a very good fighter, and so is he just got popped dirty though over there in the UK.
Conor Ben. You talking about Conor
Right.
Ben?
Right. So those are two. Those are two. But he's right. It is rare. It's more rare than true.
Now, I wasn't gonna say good because I feel like they're just good. Like Tommy Hearn's son, bro. If you go look at his clips, he could punch like his daddy, but he got his daddy's chin, and I mean, shit. You see how it turned out. But like, I mean, great. I was gonna say great. Like, if you think of Floyd Mayweather, you think of a great fighter. Floyd's dad wasn't great. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know if
Right.
there's ever been a combination where the son and the daddy both were great fighters.
Ironically, you said something interesting. I just wanted to throw this in there for fun. His uncle was great though. So it was still in the bloodline, but yeah, no, you're 100% right. But his uncle was a great fighter. Roger Mayweather was a champion and a feared champion at 147, 140.
So,
Hey,
bro,
so this is gonna be another take. So this is another thing, and I was just talking with my dad while we were watching this past fight on Showtime, and I was thinking like, because I was telling him about the fights coming up, and I was like, I feel like sometimes when you see like the sons of these fighters, it's like the dad already he had fought to get out of poverty, and he had fought to get to another level in life, to whereas the son was born into another level, so they might not have that same hunger, but they have it in their DNA, in their genes to fight. But at the same time, they
Not
already
the
have.
same.
I don't want to say a silver spoon. I don't want to say that, but at the same time, I want to say like they're not necessarily coming from poverty. They don't have that same drive to get to a better life because they've already lived a better life from what their father did. So maybe that same level of dedication is not the same. I'm not saying it is.
Right.
I'm not saying it's
Look
not.
at
I'm just hypothetically talking.
Look at Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He was
Right.
coming up. He's a decent fighter, but the one thing he lacked was the drive and heart, right? Like he was a decent fighter, but he didn't have what his dad had. But he
Do,
came
do,
up about as far as you can go. He got up there, got a fight with Canelo and shit, but
hey, brother,
so
do you
it's a
think that was because he was already living like a lifestyle to where he had already had a certain amount of financials
absolutely.
versus okay
Absolutely. You're right.
versus
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Julio
mean,
He was
Cesar
able to skip
Chavez.
the line.
he may not have been the best at the division, right? But there
And
were
that was kind of
actually
a rhetorical
there,
question, so I gotta apologize
there
for
were
that.
actually fights where you could see that he wasn't giving his all. Like your point is very apparent when it comes to like that's a perfect case really is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. This is kind of a silver spoon situation. He is
So
actually a fighter. You can legitimately say never stayed in the gym, continued to fuck around. He fucked around too much. And he actually had enough in him to at least become a champion and maybe not hold it. So he's a good fighter, but he did have the silver spoon scenario going for him.
So what you said a while ago, Rob G, was a great point. They have the genetics, but they don't have the circumstances to bring out the genetics. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like 50 Cent has a new book called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, Not Harder. But in that book, he talked about that with his son, and he was like how he tried to get his son to start a business, but like he would never do it. He was just unmotivated, and he couldn't make him motivated because the genes were different. Like they had the same genes, but his survival instinct never kicked up those genes that made 50 Cent a hustler. And it's the same way in boxing. It's like if you don't have you could have Roberto, you could be Roberto Durant's son, but if you're born rich because of the
Right.
sacrifices Roberto Durant made, how could you very well live up to the level of a Roberto Durant without you got to have the struggle. There's no
Yeah.
story that's
Yeah.
successful without the struggle. And I feel like they have the genetics, they just don't got the struggle.
Exactly. I couldn't say it more, man. Exactly my
Yeah.
point, Scholar. Exactly my
I
point.
agree, Scholar. I agree, man.
Yeah,
But with that
that's
being said, they
exactly what I'm saying.
earlier my homeboy that was on the panel, we were talking and I brought up Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And I told him because he said, "Do I think Jake Paul could ever be champion?" I'm like, "Bro, are you serious?" We're talking about the sport of boxing here, bro. Like, bro, fucking I wouldn't be surprised if they dug Elvis up and made Elvis a champion, bro. Like the sport of boxing is corrupt, bro. They let a guy box with HIV, bro. Like boxing does not have any fucking integrity left, bro. Like, of
Tommy
course it can be.
Tommy Morrison, right?
Yeah, of
Hey,
course.
quick story. I met the nurse who was at Tommy Morrison's deathbed. So the nurse that was like looking over Tommy Morrison, and she told me that he said he did have AIDS. But if you look up the story on all that shit, he denies it to the very end. But I met the nurse that was at his deathbed, and she told me that he admitted it, that he had AIDS, man.
Tell you how interesting that is, bro. So I watched a whole bunch of documentaries. I did a Tommy Morrison versus Mike Tyson, and I was gonna put that in there, but it
Good
didn't
fight.
go with the flow of what I was talking. I was keeping it boxing, you know. But I had a whole bunch of those clips put together, and in one of those clips, Tommy Morrison actually said this, bro. He said he got HIV from taking drugs, so he's not steroids. So he's not taking steroids anymore. He's going natural, and that it was a false positive test. And he was like, but if he
Right.
did have AIDS, nobody in the history of the sport has ever got AIDS from being in the ring. So they should be good.
It was all those bitches he was fucking in the early 90s, bro. He ended up getting AIDS, and he, like you said though, he came back into the sport of boxing because his tests kept coming up like, I don't know, right? Like not.
So allegedly, bro,
I did it
this is
too, man. I
allegedly.
looked into that shit too. It's pretty
This is
interesting.
allegedly, bro. They knew he had AIDS for a long time and they covered it up. Now I don't know how true that is because it seemed like it would be hard to do. But with that being said, he still boxed after he was diagnosed with HIV, and that's how much integrity our fucking sport has, bro. The reason that people say he don't have HIV is because his wife, when he died, goes around doing interviews on YouTube saying he didn't have it, but it's like
And because she was with him and sleeping with him, she's like, I never got AIDS, so how could he have AIDS? And that's the fallacy. He did have AIDS. She just didn't get it, right?
if you
Like
look at
that
his
happened.
picture when he passed away, bro,
Oh
he looked
yeah.
like a
Oh yeah. On Fight Night Boxing, the video game, Fight Night Champions, they have a monologue with like a few fighters. He's
Hey,
about 150 pounds, soaking wet, skinny at the age of 30, like
okay.
42 years old, from going from 250 solid muscle to 140 pounds skinny as a rail. He had AIDS, man.
That's it. Okay. So that was what I was gonna say. Is like, what age did he pass away at?
Dude, not old. He wasn't actually old. He was like 44 years old. He was Mike Tyson's age, bro.
Mike Tyson's like 50 something.
Right. My fault on that. But like, he's not far from Tyson's age. Like, he actually, and we're talking about years past too. Like, he wasn't old when he died. You know, when I consider an old man, at the very least, I start at 50. So, right, an old person be 60, 70 years old. But like, Tommy
Or
Morrison died a young man from AIDS.
yeah. When they're
Tragically.
rich, bro, you add like 30 years of that. They're an old man when they're 80.
Right. No, fuck yeah. He partied hard. Yeah, you're
did
right.
and I'm 34.
That's a good point. Yeah, you got to add some years on there. All the drugs and shit.
But yeah, bro. With that being said, bro, he asked me that and I brought up that, but I was saying that only to say that yes, Jake Paul could become the champ. Jose Suleiman has already spoken out about being Jake Paul being a legitimate contender for the WBC belt. I mean, you don't have to ask. They're telling you. They're saying the silent part out loud. They're saying, hey, if he wins this fight, he's gonna be a contender. So there you go.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Hey,
Who
Scarlett.
would he fight, bro? Who would he fight, guys? Once he gets into the real rankings, like, what are we looking at?
Hey, Scarlett, bro.
What's up?
Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and spit what I think, and I'm gonna ask you what you think. So, as far as like Jake Paul getting this belt, that is like the something Saudi Arabia belt, this Dia, the whatever the fuck it's called. So what I think about that shit is I think it's not a, because I seen some YouTubers talking about, oh, he's getting a championship belt. Oh no. I think it's just like it's more of like a trophy, bro. It's not a champion. He's not a champion. It's a trophy situation, and I think it's just like a that's all it is. It's a trophy. It's the word I'm looking for is it's not coming to me right now, but it's basically it's a trophy. It's not a real belt, but at the same time, it's like a trophy situation. Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's like in Pee Wee football. Whenever you get that,
Yeah, I can't hear you, brother.
Me neither.
Yeah, can you hear him?
No, it's silent.
Hey, Scarlett, you went out, bro. Hey, Scarlett, my brother, we can't hear you, bro.
No, they're definitely, man, they're definitely pushing those belts on Jake Paul. Like they want him to be, they want to push him up fast just because there's so much money that comes with his events and all that bullshit. They're
Yeah,
definitely pushing it.
one thing I respected about Jake Paul is like so I think it was like 2 fights ago or 1 fight ago whenever the WBA tried to give him a belt. I think it was at like a conference and the WBA tried to give him a belt and Jake Paul said, "No, I'll take this away. I have not won this belt. Whenever I win it, then give it to me." And I respected him more after that.
Damn, that's
so
good. That's good. That's cool to know, man.
I
I
was
didn't know he did like that.
so I think
You
I
back,
agree.
Scholar? You back?
Yeah, it ain't no real legitimate belt. Like, but it's just like in Pee Wee when everybody got the Pee Wee trophies, whether they be sat on the bench or participated. It's kind of like that type of shit. But like Jose Suleiman really came out and was speaking in terms of giving Jake Paul an actual shot, like ranking him. That's why I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, I feel like at this point, bro, boxing is so corrupt that it's seen as normal. You know what I mean? When they say shit, like, you're not supposed to fucking do that, bro. You're not supposed to just rank a guy that has a little bit of fights just because he's a really popular guy and he ain't put in the work, paying the sanction fees. Like he get to skip everybody in line. Like you're not supposed to do that, but they get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I mean, we've seen that with the franchise titles and all that shit they've been making up. But I mean, it is what it is. This is how boxing is gone. This is how it's gonna be when we all pass away. It's gonna still be just as corrupt.
Hey, Scarlett, bro. Hey. So, what I was saying to the other bros, I was like saying whenever he had it was I forget it was at a convention to where it was like I think it was the WA convention, and the WA he had him on stage and he was trying to give him a belt, and Jake Paul said, "No, I don't want this belt. I don't I don't deserve this belt. Once I win it actually in the ring, then you can give me this belt." What do you think about that? As far as like him turning down that?
I think that shows like that confirms what I already know is going to happen tomorrow. That Jake Paul has more grit than Tommy Fury. Like he didn't want to be handed shit; he wants to earn it. You talk about a man who's already a millionaire. We just talked about how children can't even muster up the strength to trigger their genetics when they come from privileged homes. We talk about a guy who don't have to box, but is still boxing even though the fact that he's a millionaire, like that shit right there impressed me. It reminds like bro, like there's athletes that do that shit, like and it shocks me, right? Because you know what they always say in boxing, it's hard to get out there and run when you're in shook seats. But I look at people like Tom Brady, bro, still going hard, bro, after winning 5 Super Bowls and went on to win 7. Like
Yeah.
it like that type of dedication, Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, those type of people, bro. Like I look at them as like, damn, they got a different type of grit. Like they got like championship heart and a mindset. And
And
not
there's
to say that Jake Paul is the cream of the crop in boxing, but out of Tommy Fury and him, mental makeup, besides skills, he he's leagues beyond Tommy
I mean,
Fury.
Right.
yeah, he's
No,
cool. He's cool.
couldn't agree.
He's cool,
I
bro.
couldn't agree more.
One thing,
Go ahead, my brother.
one thing is pretty cool, man, is they had an interview with Tom Brady. A little interview. It was like a little interview. It wasn't on ESPN. It wasn't on like a big platform or anything. But they were interviewing Tom Brady, and they said, "Are you chasing after Joe Montana's record?" And he looked up at the wall, and there was a picture of Jordan, Michael Jordan, and he pointed at Jordan, and he goes, "I'm chasing after his record." He wasn't even looking at football players. He's like, "I'm going for Jordan." Tom Brady, man.
That's what I mean, bro. That mindset. Like,
That's
not to
dope.
say
Yeah.
that Jake Paul is on the level of a fucking Tom Brady because he ain't accomplished shit in the sport of boxing. But if I'm talking about just straight, like I'm just
Like
looking
what
at
it
them.
means to have will, what it means
So,
to
Yeah,
so,
have that
just,
desire
so,
and
so,
yeah.
will. Yeah.
so can we say it may not be on the level of accomplishments, but it's on that level of mentality,
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I'll give. Yes, I will
right?
give Jake Paul the mentality, um, the wave. Yeah, I do for sure. I think Jake Paul's got the momentum, 100%. I just think that this could be. It's just possible. It may not go my way, but it's possible that like we see the difference between a novice boxer and an actual boxer. Problem is, Tommy Fury hasn't really proven to be anything to hang your hat on. So you that's why Jake Paul's got the favor. He's got the favor in Vegas. The Vegas odds, man, are on Jake Paul's side. You know.
Man, besides Vegas, bro, I done robbed Vegas a bunch of times because they don't be knowing shit about boxing. Like they thought Joe Smith was gonna get. They thought Joe Smith would get knocked out, but he would get knocked out in like the 6th through 9th round. That's why I was able to make 1,000. No, I made 500 off of that fight. I just
Hey,
bet $50 on the early round, and then I hedged it. I think I put third or fourth.
hey, we,
And then
we
I
got the
ended
bet.
up, huh?
We got the betting scholar up in the joint.
But yeah, I ended up making money off that because Vegas don't be knowing shit about boxing, bro. But as far as Jake Paul and them, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. So I went in with an open mind with Tommy Fury. I didn't even like. I think I did a live one
Same,
time, and
same.
I was on there with Bo, and he was telling me like, "Oh, Tommy Fury's fighting today." I'm like, "Tommy Fury." Like I didn't even, bro, I wasn't even aware Tyson Fury had a brother that was boxing. So of course I turned it on there and I'm looking at it. It was his last fight that he fought. And I remember the guy that he fought, bro, was in there, bro. If you go back and look at that fight, go look at that
Pretty.
guy's neck, bro.
It's fucking
He
terrible.
looked,
You're not wrong.
bro.
It's pretty terrible.
He looked like when he was a kid, like somebody put a belt around his neck or some shit and strangled him, and he just lived like with a little bitty
Well,
neck.
he looked like
Like,
to me, he looked like like one or two weight classes below, dude. Too like he just looked like a fucking like he was in there to get beat. You know.
bro, he definitely was, bro. He definitely was there to be butchered, bro. And like I
Yeah.
remember watching the fight, and Tommy Fury never did, bro. It seemed like Tommy Fury's mindset was, "I'm gonna survive to get a decision." And
Okay,
if I
so
see that,
let's go here with it. What do you see wrong with Tommy Fury's game? Because I'm not arguing with you. I got an open mind too. Because I ain't
that's
really
and that's
watching Tommy Fury. Like, what do you
that's what
think
I'm
wrong
saying.
with his game?
In that fight specifically, mental is everything to me. That's how I break down most of my fights. I feel like it's a big, like it's like a pie chart, and mental is a huge portion of that pie chart to go into why a person wins or lose. And I
Most
looked at
definitely.
his mental makeup, and I was like, he's in a fight with a guy who's supposed to be a sacrificial lamb, and
Right.
he's not pressing the gas at all. He's trying to survive to go to a decision. And I was just like,
Oh
oh my
shit.
God, he
Oh no.
sucks.
He's really not that good. Is the problem here? He's really not that good.
I will say this, man. Mentality has a lot to do with everything within every sport that you do. It's all about your mentality, bro. And I'm gonna relate this to
Yeah.
skateboarding, bro. To where it's like you might do a
I'm a
skateboard
skater.
trick.
I'm a good skater.
Okay, good. So you might do a grind trick on the flat ground, but can you do that grind trick down a 15-stair handrail? It's the
Yeah, it's a
same
different
technique.
motherfucker. That's for sure.
It's the
That's
same technique,
different.
right? So you skate, my brother, right?
Yeah, with a lot more. Okay, so
Mental.
when you grind on the flat ground, your level of getting hurt is like way down, right? So you're right. Let's say you get it down on the flat ground, but if you go for the handrail, the possibility that you get actually pretty fucking hurt goes way up. Yeah.
But
The risk versus
when you think
reward.
about
The risk versus
but when
reward is way different.
but, but when you think about it, it's the same fundamentals to grind. Say like you do a crooked grind on a
Yeah.
box or a ledge. It's the same fundamentals
Yeah.
to when you crooked grind
As it is on the
a
handrail.
13-stair handrail. But
It
it's
really
all
is.
mental.
It's just like
And I
different
learned
level
that
of
I learned that within skateboarding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Hey, and you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. I've actually probably board slid. The biggest board slide I ever got was like a 6 stair handrail, and it's a board slide. I'm not trying to grind 50-50. Nah, I'm not getting my trucks on it. I'm not that good. But I board slid a 6 stair handrail. It's the same fundamental, but it's much scarier. Like the possibility of you getting hurt goes way up once you
So
step
that's
up.
all
Like
mental. That's all mental.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is. It really is.
No,
Shit, the
I mean,
majority of the game is mental.
long,
It's like
long
this,
time.
Rob G.
What's up? What's up,
So
Scholar?
sometimes people will be in a fight, bro, and they'll be dog shit tired until they get the other fighter hurt. Then all of a sudden they get this energy from nowhere and they just start throwing punches like their life depended on it. A lot of the game is mental. Most sports are mental, all mental.
Everything is mental. Life is mental, brother.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, bro.
It is.
Uh, George
Yeah.
Foreman versus Ali, bro. That's proof. George Foreman didn't get Ali didn't beat the shit out of Foreman. Like, yeah, he was tagging him and he knocked him down, bro. But like Foreman clearly was conscious whenever he got knocked out. He was looking up at Ali from the ground, bro. Like he didn't want to get up, bro, because Ali had beat him mentally.
Right.
Well, if we're still talking, if we're at all still talking about Fury and Jake Paul, I'll say this: like a big part of their shit talking is about Jake Paul not being a real boxer. Here's the truth. At this point, Jake Paul's boxed. Like he's boxed all 8 rounds with Silva, which call it for what it's worth. I've been watching boxing for 20 years. Fucking Jake Paul versus Silva was really entertaining. It was a good fight, actually. All I'm trying to say is at this point, Jake Paul has boxed. You know what I'm saying? Like we can say, "Oh, you haven't fought a real boxer," blase blase, but Jake Paul is starting to look pretty good. I think at this point he knows how to box. I think he knows how to box. I think he's sparring guys. I think he's fucking. So I'm not saying he's on the top level, but it's not like Tommy Fury's just gonna go in there and smoke some bullshitter.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not gonna happen,
The
and that's the
silly
way
part
Tommy
about
Fury's acting.
the
So
silly part about that, bro, he'll say Jake Paul hasn't fought a real boxer. Jake Paul would beat all of Tommy Fury's opponents, bro.
True. Fucking A. No, great point. That was a fucking. That was a whole broad. That's a whole broad, Red. Yeah,
hey,
that's true.
Scholar. Hey, Scholar. Let me know. Let me know what you think about this. So, as far as whenever I feel like people call like someone a real boxer, in my opinion, I think this is the way I look at it. As far as like a real boxer is someone that boxes professionally. You're a real boxer. It's the difference if you are a talented boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be a real boxer. You could have that box rec serial code. You know what I'm saying? You can look you up. But you're a real boxer because you did that thing. But are you a talented boxer? And I think that I don't know, man. I just don't like the whole term of like a real boxer.
Well, the idea is that basically he's trying to push upon the other man. He's trying to push upon the other man the fact that you don't know what it's like to be in there with a real boxer. And for me, I think Jake Paul's loving that because he really does. I think he's boxed, dude. I think over the last 5 years he's been boxing. It gets a point where you're kind of good at it. Hey, I did a little bit of early boxing in my life. I'm pretty fucking good at it, but I'm not gonna about to go in there and be world beater. So it's not what I'm saying is Jake Paul can box. He's been in there with boxers, he trains with boxers. Fighting Anderson Silva, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
he was an old Anderson Silva, but he's still Anderson Silva. And that shit went to whole rounds, as far
You know what
from
I'm
what I
saying?
understand.
Is it for like a real boxer? It's like they're all real boxers, bro. It comes down to not necessarily a real boxer. I think we need to interchange the word with as far as real with talented because anyone can be a real boxer
Yeah.
because anyone can sign up and get up in there with no headgear. Anyone can be a real boxer. What it has to do with is are you a talented boxer?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just levels of competition. You played around with certain guys. Can you handle the real ones? And
Or can you handle the talented ones?
right, yeah, man.
I don't know. What you think about that, Scholar?
I think that when people don't like you, man, they gonna find a reason not to like you, bro. Like people that say shit like that, like has he fought a real boxer? It's like what you just said. Well, define real boxer, right? I mean, uh, a lot of people question Tyson's resume, right? They'll say Tyson ain't fighting nobody. Then you look at Tyson's resume, you see Larry Holmes, but then they say Larry Holmes was old. It just depends on who you ask and what day you ask them, and if they like the fighter you're talking about. Like real boxer, technically, a real boxer to me is anybody who's fought a 10-round fight, because that's when you're not a novice anymore, according to the rules. Like when you do have your first 10-round bout. So it would be anybody that's did that. It has a winning percentage in boxing. Like you can't be 13 and fucking 100, because
Oh, I
all the
like
people
that.
that
That's a
Tommy,
good gauge. That's a good
yeah, because all
gauge.
the people that Tommy Fury has fought, bro, like they have been trash. And you know what? I wouldn't even judge him if he knocked them all out and did that's what you're
But he
supposed to
didn't,
do.
right? Like he didn't.
Yeah, I remember when Tyson got through fighting and they asked him, they said, Mike, what about the people who are gonna say that he wasn't on your level? He was like, well, then I did what I was supposed to do with somebody who's not on my level. That's a perfect response.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe Jake Paul got the momentum, man.
If Tommy Fury wins, he has to knock Jake Paul out. And for those circumstances to happen, bro, he didn't even knock out the bums with no wins, 30 losses. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I just can't. I don't see it happening, bro. I've seen
True.
Jake Paul on the internet get dazed, and even then, he tried to get up. Like he didn't just lay down. Like, oh my gosh, I don't have to put up. Why am I doing this? I'm a millionaire. He actually got up and continued to box.
No, you're right. You're right, man.
Yeah, I will
I
say
guess.
that
It's a good fucking point.
0 and 135, 0 and 130, 0 and 35. God damn, bro. I didn't even realize that until you posted that post. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like I don't need to say no more. And then once I seen that and I started checking out Bro Record, I said, God damn, where do they find these folks?
Yeah, man, like part of me like just hasn't seen enough of Tommy Fury either. Like I do think what Guy said is true though. Like he's definitely do you guys remember that Jake Paul fight where he's on the undercard, or Tommy Fury's on the undercard and he's fighting a YouTube fighter? He's fighting some YouTube fighter and he looked like shit in that. It was like a really boring, terrible fight. He fought some little dude, bro. Uh so yeah, man.
Anthony Taylor.
I think so. And isn't that a YouTube guy? Like he couldn't even put out a YouTube guy.
It had to have been Anthony Taylor because I'm looking at his record. That's the only guy that's like has one fight. The rest of them, bro, he literally fought a guy on his record, bro, with 102 fucking losses, bro. That is crazy. In 3 draws. How the fuck, bro? I swear to God, if I started boxing tomorrow, bro, and I boxed a guy that was like 100 with 10 wins, 100 losses, and 3 draws, and I did knock him out, I would retire from the sport, bro. He didn't knock that guy out.
That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Like, where do
Hey,
they
just
find
for
these guys,
fun,
bro?
just to be funny, imagine being a boxer and being like 100, having 102 losses and having no name. Hey, time to hang it up, dog. Like,
Yeah, bro. He needs it. It's nobody loves him, bro. Nobody tells him like, bro, you just don't got it, bro. You got 10
like
fucking
stop
wins, bro.
losing for fuck's sake.
Man, bro, I thought he would have hung it up after 0 and 10. God damn,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Bro,
That's
the moment,
100. Just imagine having 102 losses and like 15, 12 wins or something. I don't know.
the moment he hit 50, he should have started thinking like different career avenues, bro. 50
Exactly.
wins, bro. I mean, 50 losses with 10 wins, bro. Bro, and who the fuck is getting draws with this motherfucker, bro?
Exactly. So once I saw that
That's
115, 115, 0 and 115, I was like, God damn, bro, what the fuck? Where do they find these
yeah,
guys?
man. He doesn't have a wife. Definitely doesn't have a wife. And not that that's so bad. It's just if you got a wife, she's not gonna let you lose 102 motherfucking times and keep going.
Yeah, she probably would have definitely pressured him to become a plumber or some shit.
A plumber, something.
Like, bro, she
Hey,
would have
there's
told
some
him.
money in plumbing. There's some money in plumbing.
She definitely would have told him, like, look, you're already part-time plumber. You suck at this boxing shit. You should probably just go do full-time plumbing.
You're just
Hey,
getting your ass whipped over
hey,
and over.
I understand. I understand the contract, man. Plumbing, they make some money.
Oh
Don't hate
yeah,
on them plumbers.
Oh
it's a
yeah,
good
they do.
skill. It's a good skill to know, man. Like if you everybody's got house issues, bro. Your fucking toilet goes out, you
All
gotta
of
know
the
what to do.
trades, all of the trades have, you know what I mean? They all have problems, and they're always going to continue to have problems. And one thing is, you're not
Yes.
going to find a fucking robot to solve them problems. And that's another
Yeah,
thing
and
that you gotta.
do you want to pay $500 for something that you could just do? You can run to fucking Home Depot and take care of that shit if you know what you're doing. You want to pay
It,
$500, you
Did
know what I'm
any of
saying?
y'all
if you
seen the
know what
fight
you're
to
doing.
the main event today?
Yeah, I watched all the fights. They were
What were
great.
your thoughts on the main event?
I thought
Subriel Matias?
that the guy with
Yes,
the black fighter with the Mexican last name.
Matias.
Yeah, I thought he won the fight. It was a close fight, and the other guy was crafty, but I thought he won the fight, man.
The main event, the guy quit.
Oh, maybe I'm talking about the fight
I didn't
before.
think
For
that was going to happen like that.
Bro, that shit was wild, bro. Like, he was
hold
doing
up,
good.
He was doing good. I just, it kind of shocked me. Because
wait, that little bearded crafty fighter quit for real?
no, because
On
I
this
was off.
school.
Hey, man, I was on FaceTime with my dad because that's what I usually do. I usually FaceTime with my dad and we watch these fights. And god damn, man, I didn't expect that, bro. We were just kind of like in between rounds. We was just like, wait, what? It's over? For real? And it was.
You
I
know
was the
what's so
same way, Rob
crazy?
G. I was like, what the fuck? Bro, you know why it was so shocking to me? It wasn't like he was getting the shit beat out of him, bro. Like, he was actually having success.
Exactly. He
Right.
was.
Yeah.
Damn, I must have missed the end of that fight because I remember the black fighter got a knockdown. He got a knockdown, and then I thought that shit went all the way to the cards. I didn't know he
Nah, he
quit.
quit the very next round, I think. I want to say, yeah, he got knocked down, and I want to say he went, and then like we was waiting for the round to begin, and we just like, what the fuck? Like nobody
Oh,
knows what's going
wow.
on. He quit on the stool,
Wow.
bro. The corner
Okay.
stopped
Exactly.
the fight, but he didn't protest the corner either. He was like
Yeah.
okay with it. And what I was saying earlier, I was saying his trainer robbed him of an opportunity, bro. Like it's he did that decision, bro, and you know the trainers are with them for like what 4 weeks, and depending on if they're closer than that, they might be with them for lifetime. Because if they have like a father-son relationship, he helped them
Yep.
train, get an opportunity for a title shot, bro, and then he gives them an out to quit. And of course he's gonna take it, bro, because he's taking punishment. Like people think that that's the easier option, but it's really the harder option because you got to live with it. Like George
Yeah.
Foreman had to live with forever, bro, that he quit against Muhammad Ali, bro. Like when you quit in the fight, it's easier to just get your ass whooped.
Right. Most definitely, man.
How did you guys feel? This is a little older, but it's a good topic. How do you guys feel about Sean Porter's dad throwing in the towel in that Terrence Crawford fight? What do you think about that?
Same way.
I
I
feel the
actually thought that Porter could have fought on and went out on his shield and lost because he was frustrated when he got knocked down. Granted, he could have fought on, and granted that Terrence Crawford had his number at that point, but he could have fought on. And up to that point, the fight was, close enough to be a good fight. So I didn't like when he threw in the towel, me personally, in that fight.
He was more hurt
I
against
can
Errol
agree with you.
Spence.
No, go ahead, brother.
He was more hurt to me, in my opinion, with the Errol Spence fight. Like if they was gonna stop it, they
Yeah.
should have stopped the Errol Spence fight if they were gonna stop the Terrence Crawford fight, in my opinion. And I remember I had a clip. I might make a short of that where Sean Porter basically said it. He said I was
Make
more
it short,
hurt.
my brother.
He said I was more hurt by Spence than I was Crawford. He was like, but my dad knew best, and he just kept saying my dad, my dad, my dad. But really, his dad fucked him out of opportunity, bro. It's like what, the 10th, 11th round, bro. Like give him a chance to finish, bro.
Especially it
I
being
agree with
his
that.
last
I agree with
fight.
that.
Everything, all the work that Sean Porter put in as his integrity, as the fighter he is, just to me, all the there was some little things there where I really thought that I would have liked to just see Sean go out on his terms, and I just didn't like it because yeah, he was probably gonna lose that fight, but he did jump up, bro. He jumped up from that knockdown. You know what I'm saying? And it just for it to be and it was a high profile fight. It's a fight where everybody's watching, like it's a high profile main event fight, and I get it. I get it. You're looking after your son. You throw in the towel, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Okay, so I don't even want to talk about no speculation, but there was speculation to where it said like he didn't do this in camp and this and that, to where he felt like, okay, you didn't follow my lead in camp, so I'm gonna end this fight because you didn't do this in camp, and that's some conspiracy ass shit, bro. But I feel like, goddamn, bro, he was doing a good. He was.
He was definitely in that fight. I
You went
mean,
out, Rob G. We can't
he
hear you, but
won. He probably had 4 rounds on him. He probably had 4 rounds in his favor.
I thought I had Sean Porter winning. Keep it all the way
Yeah,
up.
You
like
hear me?
four,
You
maybe
hear me?
6. Right, right. Yeah, a lot of people did.
Can you hear me, Scholar?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. So I thought it was a good fight. I think definitely, most definitely, man. He might have been losing the fight. It might have been a equivalent fight, but at the same time, my brother, god damn, man, let them fight on, man.
Yep. Okay.
I agree.
Yeah,
What you
man.
said wasn't no conspiracy. That was real shit, bro. They did fight. They did have arguments in camp. It was literally a point in the camp where Kenny Porter stopped and was like, "What are you doing? I'm gonna tell you to do this during the fight, and you're not gonna listen, and things are not gonna go the way you want them to go." Like I was like, "What the fuck?" It was that shit. That stoppage was more about Kenny Porter's ego than it was
Thank
about his
you.
son getting
Yes.
a championship
Yeah,
ending.
And
and if
scholar, brother, hold on, cuz.
go ahead.
And scholar, bro, I heard that shit too. I didn't want to say it because I just don't like to speak on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
god
but
damn,
facts, man. That really happened.
Right. Yeah, like it happened. And Sean Porter said after the fact, Sean Porter said in an interview, and he's got so much, and I love him for it. He's got so much loyalty to his dad. But he said in the fight, he said that in this particular fight, so many training camps before Crawford, he would burn himself out. Like he would just go 0 to 100 the whole camp. And Sean really felt that in this particular fight he wanted to kind of like control his energy different before the camp. Him and his dad were at
well, they were the
different
odds.
they were at odds because finally it's a big fight, and Kenny Porter wanted to do the same old let me drive a nail into your motherfucking ass round after round after round. And you know what? Sean was like, I learned something from the Earl Spence fight. I can box, Dad. I can box, Dad. Yeah, he boxed well versus Earl Spence. He lost. But even, Sean speaks on it, is all I'm saying. Sean speaks on it and says that, like, he didn't want to just wear himself out in training camp like a fucking workhorse, the way
Yeah.
Kenny Porter wanted him to.
All over the place,
Sean
man.
Sean Porter is gonna Sean Porter reminds me a lot of Barry Sanders and his dad. Like I remember Barry Sanders' dad like standing up during the Hall of Fame speech saying that Jim Brown was the greatest running back. During your son's Hall of Fame speech, like that level of disrespect is what I see out of Kenny Porter. And I feel like that Kenny Porter, that was all about Kenny Porter's ego. It had nothing to do with Sean Porter. And Sean Porter's never coming back to the sport. Like he's still young. He can come back for a fight or two, but he's never gonna do it because for the first time in his life his voice is actually heard and valued. Not that he didn't ever have that in camp. People listening to what he
You're
actually had
right,
to say.
man. You're 100.
God
Oh my
damn.
God. You are so
Oh,
right
scholar,
about that.
you
He's got
speaking
more
facts, my
freedom
brother.
out of boxing than he did.
God damn.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be extra. My fault. Go ahead.
Nah,
No,
that's why he's never going to come back, bro. Like I don't think it's no amount of money they could offer him to come back because I mean he likes what he got. He's finally has his voice heard as a man. Can you imagine that, bro? You being a man, like now people are starting to listening to you. He's never coming back, bro.
Yeah.
damn,
It
man.
is funny though. Out of all three of us, nobody said that, that fight was over. Porter could have came back the next round and got knocked out worse. But at the end of the day, bro, in that fight, when he got up, I think as a champion, I think of everything of Sean Porter, his whole career, he could have rallied in those last 2 rounds. Give your son the opportunity to get on his back, to get on his bicycle a little bit, figure the fight out, give him the opportunity for those last 2 rounds.
Give him the opportunity to deal with adversity.
Yes, especially
That's what
when
I'm
he's
trying to
earned it.
say. Yes,
He's
that's what I
earned
was
it, bro.
trying to
Like
say.
it would be different if we seen Sean Porter in some fights, bro, and he was getting his brains knocked through his fucking ears. But the
And
fact that he didn't take a ton of punishment and it was like, he's on the tail end of his career and he's earned it from his father. Like he's given
yes,
his father trust and respect. The corner is supposed to give that back. Like Emmanuel Stewart, bro,
that
had
was some
every right
ego
to
right
be
there.
egotistic, bro. Emmanuel Stewart, all the champions he had, he could have been egotistical like a motherfucker, but he would actually take cancel from his fighters during fights, bro. Like he said one time, Vladimir Klitschko, he was telling him to hit him with a right hand, and Vlad told him like I can't because he's leaning back awkward. Emmanuel Stewart was like, okay. He could have been like, look, I got 31 champions. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna stop this fight, but he didn't do any of that, bro, because he's wise enough to know that he don't know everything. I feel like Kenny Porter has to be the driver. He has to be in charge of everything, and when he don't, he panics, bro. And that's what he did in that fight. He panicked because he wanted to
And
tell
and
Sean Porter, "I told you so." When you don't listen to me, look what happens.
Sean's integrity is so high, right? That
So I
he
couldn't
never
agree
sh-
with you
he
more,
ne-
brother.
Sean's integrity is so high that he never showed malcontent. But if you watch in the corner, Sean was not happy. He was actually a pissed off fighter that didn't show it. He's got so much integrity, he don't show it against his own dad. Whatever you want to say, maybe it's integrity, I don't know. But he was mad in the corner. Like he looked
I
like,
think we saw it. I
why
think
the
we saw
fuck
it.
did you call the fight?
I think we saw it, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah,
I
y'all
saw
seen
it.
it. Yeah, you seen it, bro. I seen it too.
I saw it when the fight got called off, man. I saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he was crying. He was telling Bud like I worked so hard for this, bro. It was emotional to him. He like even the retirement, he wasn't planning on retiring, bro. He only
No.
retired
No.
as a response to his dad's response, bro.
Oh
Like
my God.
Hey,
they were like
Yes.
man.
they were like,
You're right,
did you know
dude.
about
You
this?
are
Kenny
right.
Porter was like, no, because he didn't plan it, bro. He was just so disappointed in the react, like in his dad stopping that fight, being
Yeah.
egotistical, bro. He was like, I'm just done with this shit.
Well, listen to what his dad said in the post press conference. You know what he said when they put the mic on him? I mean, directly after the fight. Well, he said he was going to do some things in training camp, and he didn't do what he said he's going to do. So it is what it is. So you're punishing him for a training camp when he's in the biggest fight of his fucking life? Like, that's the card. He said it out of his own mouth. Certain things he said he was going to do, he didn't do. Hey, this is a what Sean Porter's a grown ass fucking man, bro. Come on. I don't give a fuck if he had a lazy training camp. It's his fight to fight.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. And I say, man, goddamn, man, it was unfortunate for his dad to call that shit because I think Sean Porter would have at least put on a good fight going forward. Most definitely, man. It wasn't.
Would have been a better ending. We would have found out the truth. You know what I mean? Did Terrence Crawford really completely stop him? Or does Porter rally in those last 2 rounds and go for the draw? Or
My
whatever.
I don't think Sean Porter. I mean, I don't think he would have went down again. Maybe he would have went down again, but at the same time, man, he's a tough motherfucker. So
Yeah, and he would have probably got on his bicycle a little bit. Like, you can survive. There's things you can do in boxing. That's the whole point. You get hurt, you learn to survive.
exactly.
He had more time in front of him than he had behind him. So just give him the chance to finish. That's I mean that he's earned it, bro. Like I said, he gave him the chance to finish against Errol Spence.
Right.
So I don't understand why he didn't give him the chance to finish against Bud. It just didn't make any sense to me, bro. Like that, I ain't gonna lie, that shit pissed me off, bro. But like,
Me
it,
too, man. It
I
really did. And a lot of these Bud fans, and check it, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I love Terrence Crawford, but these Bud fans, fanboys, ride so hard for one fighter that they're just like, oh, he would have lost anyway. End of story. Hold on, I'm a boxing fan. I wanted to see that fight play out. I don't give a fuck if Crawford was gonna win, or you want to whitewash Sean Porter. I care about the actual fight, what actually happened. And a lot of these dudes be like, "Oh, he was gonna lose anyways. It was a good call." It's like, no, dude. When you bang your fist on the ground and you jump up and you're totally cognizant, there's still more fight to be had. like, don't get it twisted. I'm not so sure Sean Porter wins that fight. I'm not fucking saying that, but I wanted to see him fight on.
so I got a question for both of y'all, man, because I was saying this shit earlier. If Ogano fights Deontay Wilder in a boxing match, are y'all tuning in or not?
If
That's that
who?
UFC
Say that
guy.
again.
If Francis Ogano fights Deontay Wilder, are y'all tuning in or not?
Of course, I'm gonna tune in, man. I love any fighting. I'm always tuning in.
I'm a boxing junkie, so I'll probably tune in anything.
I told them I would rather see that fight than I would rather see Tyson Fury versus Ngannou because he's just gonna box. Tyson Fury's gonna box the shit out of Ngannou. Now Wilder's a power puncher that gives up his height, and Francis Ngannou is gonna windmill. Like, bro, he could be a fighter just them windmilling, bro. Like, I feel like because
Color.
both of them are dynamic and explosive, that is gonna be an exciting fight that I would pay for, bro. Like, even though it's two
It's
different
color, my
sports,
brother.
even though, huh?
Is it a real possibility?
It's color, my brother. I
Yeah,
just watched a bare knuckle fight, so I just love to watch anyone that's gonna throw bows. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that's
yeah.
gonna
I
fight.
mean, yeah, combat. Yeah, most people. There's some boxing fans that are like that. I'm like that. I just like combat, bro. But yeah, bro. Like if I think it's a realistic fight. I think if the money is right, I think anything in boxing always goes down to money. Because I mean, I can remember at one time when Floyd Mayweather was supposed to fight Conor, and then people were like, "That fight is not happening. No way." And then it happened because the money was right. Long as the money is
Right.
right, bro, any fight could happen. The reason why we ain't got the Errol Spence versus Crawford fight is because the money ain't been right. They get the money right, bro, and they make the money good enough for both fighters. Both of them won't refuse, bro. So I think that that's a realistic fight. Like Francis Ngannou's a free agent, and I feel like Francis Ngannou wants to fight for whatever reason, bro. I know he likes boxing better than MMA because he said he grew up looking at Tyson and he's always looked up to Mike Tyson. But it might be best to stay in his lane, bro. Even though he could probably make a little bit of noise in boxing because he's young and he has decent power, bro. Like he could hone his skill and become a decent boxer. I feel like, especially at the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division is so unhealthy. Luis Ortiz is still a contender. Andy Ruiz is still a contender. That's how fucked up the heavyweight division is.
Well,
So
Andy
I mean,
Ruiz, hey man, Andy Ruiz is a mad motherfucker.
bro, I mean, I have this argument with Piro all the time. Raji. Andy Ruiz when he was younger. The first time I ever seen Andy Ruiz fight, he fought Hasim, not Hasim Rockman. What is that dude's name?
Was that I heard you say when he was a younger, he was the destroyer.
Oliver McCall. Yes, this is when I didn't know who I knew who Andy Ruiz was, but I had never seen him box. He fought Oliver McCall's son, and I remember Oliver McCall's son was from San Antonio, so I was rooting for the hometown, hometown dude. Andy Ruiz beat the shit out of Oliver McCall and knocked him out, bro. Oliver McCall's son, I mean. And I remember then thinking like, dang, this little fat kid is like, he's something, bro. And I remember like hearing Holyfield talk about the sparring stories. So I started paying attention to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, bro, before the AJ fight, that motherfucker was phenomenal, bro. He got the most out of his talent. Like he
Most
would take
definitely.
away a guy's jab. He would just keep coming. He would block punches. He would slip punches. He would work his way in. He was really, really good. After that AJ fight, bro, after the AJ fight, people talk about how the AJ fight affected AJ negatively, but AJ went back and got his belts. They never talk about how Andy Ruiz was affected from that fight. He's never recovered, bro. To the fact that he fought Chris Arreola and was knocked down, bro. He was supposed to go in there and steamroll Chris Arreola, but he got in there and he was knocked down. Like every time I see Andy Ruiz, he's lifting weights. ton of weights. And I'm like, bro, you got every accomplishment you got in your life by being fat. Why would you go change that? Now your punch resistance is gonna be different. Now your explosiveness, now the way that your body runs, used to running on fat, it's gonna run on a different source. Like you're just gonna change your entire complete makeup by doing these weights, and you don't need them. Like, why do you think you need something? You became heavyweight champion of the world by being fat. Why do you think you need something extra? But it's because he hasn't been the same mentally since that AJ win. And I feel like Andy Ruiz now is not good. Now, Andy Ruiz 5-6 years ago, he was a beast.
Most definitely, I can agree with you that, and that's where it goes down to. It's all mental.
Yeah, you still there, Soul? I guess so. I ain't there no more. But yeah, man, Rob G, bro, we're gonna have to chop it up tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I don't know what time the fight starts, bro. But you know you always got a home over here, bro. If you want to go over the fight with me, break it down with me, whatever you want to do, bro.
Yeah, most definitely, Scholar. I respect you to 1,000%, man.
Oh yeah, we family, bro. We Texans. That's Texas pride right there, bro.
Hey, you know what I'm saying.
All right, bro. I'll see you on the next one.
All right, bro.